And we are live and in living color as opposed to dead and then no color. Let's see what I can do here. Let me get this added up here. And invite, copy to clipboard. And paste. Hello, Marie. Hey, Tom. Hey, John. It's good to see y'all. I'm getting it in here.
Mikey Mike.
Well, there's Tom, but it don't look like Tom.
What you mean, Willis?
Uh-oh. Have I froze it or are you froze it?
You froze.
Barbecue Mike G.
Barbecue Mike's in.
Oh, come on. Am I froze?
Terrific
Am I
Mike.
froze? I'm the one froze.
Yes, you are.
Yep, I'm the one froze. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Let me pin that. Let me close out some stuff here so it won't keep it from get to working. All right, here we go.
You are the man. What's up?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see if I got it. Is it pinned to the top here? I pinned it to the top. I guess it's done it.
Let me take a look. Yeah, you got it to the top. You're good.
Yep, it's over there. Yeah. Okay, good. We're set. We're set. We're set.
I stay on your stream. I just got the call, Mike. I don't have to take my grandson today, so.
Oh.
Yeah, he just. he just started playing football, and he's 13, and let's see, he's 6'3", and he's about 240, 230, 240.
So they'll put him on the line.
Well, I brought him there last night, and I'm telling you, it was a sight to see. I mean, there were so many kids there. There must have been 9 fields at this park, and from the littlest thing you could find to the biggest son. Well, when I brought my grandson up to the line, everybody just stared at him. So he's all excited, and I'm happy, and I'm going to be.
Did any of them call him sir?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool. But it's going to be today now. He needs more equipment, so that's why he's not going tonight. They have to get him some other equipment because he don't fit into any of the equipment. But right now it's 3:00 and it's 108 degrees here in the desert. So,
dang.
Yeah.
So
anyway, how you doing? All right.
He should. I'm good. I'm good. He should be in high school, right?
He's 8th grade next year. He starts high school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's doing like a rec league type thing then.
Yeah, it's a. I tell you, I never seen so many people in my life. I mean, 2 years ago, before the shutdown, he was playing basketball. And I guess he was only 5'11" at that time, and now he's 6'3". But I mean, playing the basketball, and they have such a great program here. It's unbelievable. I mean, the condition of the fields, it's all turf. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Wow.
And the turnout is fantastic. So,
Sheena's
in. Sheena just got done with her.
Sheena I came in to get ready, and I saw it, and I said, "Oh darn." And I'm like, now, and it was as I was fixing to come into here.
Barbecue Rockstars in the house, Mike
I'll
G.
catch it. I will catch it, Sheena. I'm enjoying you walking in place. That's neat.
Mike said, I know she couldn't see me. I said to her, "Where's she going?"
Yeah.
She's on the midnight train to Georgia. I think she was heading for. Anyway, how you doing, Mike? All right?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. You know what? I think I'm getting back to my normal self again because I guess that pill's out of my system.
So that shoulder thing or whatever, the neck and shoulder combination, it's not bothering you?
every once in a while bothers me a little bit, but nothing like it did. I lost a couple pounds, so I think I'm
Hey,
back up on track again.
yeah.
So it's amazing that when you go see an MD and he gives you something that throws you to the wolves. You know, like I said to him, what part of that pill, or what part of diabetes isn't that bad for me to take that pill? You know what I mean?
That's funny. I went to the Asian market today and video
cool.
showing around. Yeah. Oh, and barbecue Mike G. I think it was you that was commenting about with the money saving tips where I found them reduced price Kroger meats and all. He works in a Ralph's,
Oh, okay, cool.
which is owned by Kroger. That's part of the Kroger family. Ralph Smith, what is that? Ralph Meyer, I think, is another one. They got a bunch of them. There's like 15 different brands that they have, and he was saying that he is he he watches and they come in at like the butcher comes in at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and by 6:45 he's marking down meats, and he says I'm over there on it.
Yeah. I mean, I went again. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I went again to the store and they had baby back ribs, which I was buying for a long time. I was always getting baby backs, and then I switched off a little bit to try to spare ribs and doing that. But then I seen the baby backs half price, so I had to get them. I had to, I just said, you know what, I'm not going to let it go by. And then marked at half price. The sell by date doesn't bother me because I put them right in the freezer and take it from there.
Right. Yeah. If you're putting them in the freezer, the sell by date means nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway,
because I've had people ask me, said when I tell them in person about it, just look for the reduced meat. Oh, but if they're close to date, I can't keep it. I can't. I said, put it in the freezer. Oh no, it'll still go bad. No, it won't.
Sheena, you want to come up on panel? Come on up.
Yeah.
It's tagged at the top. Just hit that.
And we got Jorge.
Yeah, George is in.
George is here.
Let's see.
You did some great ribs on that concha. Oh man, that concha is amazing to watch.
You know what? That is old. There's John. That's old school cooking right there on with that concha. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. I mean, just on a spit. I mean, it's a spit. I mean,
yeah, that's it, exactly. Johnny, what's up, man? How you doing?
There he is.
Hey guys, how we doing?
All right. How you feeling?
We're all right.
So today, guys, or I'm sorry, yesterday. Today's Thursday, right?
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday.
Okay, so today makes 3 weeks post surgery, and I'm alive, and I'm walking, and I played guitar today for the first time post surgery.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, man, things are progressing. It's just slow. It's a lot of pain still.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm starting to feel the barbaricness of what they did to me. I'm starting to feel it in my bones, but
oh yeah,
that's to be expected. It's part of it. So, but I just want to hop on here to you guys because I love both of you there, and just want to say thank y'all for always keeping me in your prayers. And I just want to say thank you because, dude, this is brutal. I don't wish this on anybody. I've been through a lot already, but this post-surgery stuff, man, this is rough.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Believe me, I know. Hey, John, if you can, on my channel, get my email and send me your email or whatever. I'm gonna contact you about something.
Okay, brother.
All right. Hey, listen, you put up a short not too long ago, a while back, I guess, before surgery, playing the guitar.
Uh-huh.
I put a beat to it.
Oh, did you really?
I was gonna do it and put it up, and I said, you know what? I might get a copyright check.
All your comments. Yeah. I think I saw a comment that said you were going to put a beat to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do a little collaboration here. That's great, man.
Yeah. That and Jen. I don't know if you're Jen. I can't remember. Happy Homestead, I think it is. I probably butchered that right now. She did one too, and I put something to hers too.
Nice.
Just fooling around one day. I'm trying to get my audio up to do that. You know what I mean? So, but I just was fooling around. And I said, I never let him know. I said, I should let him know what's going on.
Hey, I just want to say, both of you guys, I'm probably on y'all's lives more than anybody else's. I like what y'all do. I like who.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you for what y'all do for all of us. I've met so many really cool people because of Keto Mike and Keto Tom. And I just want to say thank y'all for that. And, keep doing this, because I know a lot of smaller channels are benefiting from it. So thank you guys very, very much.
Appreciate it, man.
You, John.
Appreciate it, John. Really do.
I do appreciate that. And Natalie77 is in, and I saw my buddy Alex with Blue Ice. I think I saw him come in. How you doing there? It is good to see you. Memphis Freestyle 901. How you doing? And let's see. I think I got everybody.
I see Marie's here.
Yeah,
hi Marie.
And Maria's here. Yeah, ring the bell. You'll see her again.
Yeah, I'll see stars. I ring the bell. So I turned around today. I did another shoot, and I'm trying to change it up a little bit. But I got some zucchini. Okay. Now everybody says, "Well, you're limited to what you can eat, and with vegetables and stuff." No, not really. If you want, now, I don't know, Paulie Dittmer's, okay, just did one. He's doing keto. He's afraid to say keto. Okay, so I'm low carb and this and that. So I sent him a message. I said, Paulie, whatever you can call it, the Paulie, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
okay?
call it what you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you have some carbs, nobody's going to come knock on the door and say, "Hey, 5-0 here," with keto. But today I did. I took a take on like onion rings, and no way in hell they taste like onion rings. But I took the zucchini and I cut them into logs, and then I cored them, and then I sliced them real thin, and I did a little Drunken Chef jalapeno on it with some cheese, with Parmesan cheese. Put them on a non-stick pan into the oven, and they crisp them up like little chips. All right. I also did my favorite things back on the East Coast. There was a couple of Italian restaurants that would do pork chops and hot peppers. Okay. They would cook the pork chops, okay, either grill them or whatever, and then finish them in the pepper with the vinegar sauce. And today I put a little bit of barbecue on that, sugar-free barbecue. And then I made fritters. I made the rest of the zucchini. I chipped it up and I made it into fritters. And I'm going to tell you what, that was one of the best meals I've had in a long time. I mean, just going back in my mind how we used to do stuff, and just change up a little bit. I mean, it was fantastic. It was. I mean, I don't know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Y'all's creativity boggles my mind. No, I'm serious.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's exactly what my wife says too.
I mean,
you know what the problem, John? You know what the problem is? Because you can, Gina. Hey, my girl, what's up? The thing that happens, John, is that you can get into the problem where you say, "Screw it, I'm going to go have a potato, or I'm going to go eat bread." So you got to be creative. You got to come up with some different stuff and everything. So
I think it's really cool, guys. I mean, well, what was that? What was that they're doing? What?
Oh,
I'm sitting on my guitar bar stool, and it sucks. I had no idea how uncomfortable a guitar stool is until I sat here. Wow.
Is it as uncomfortable as a drummer stool, Tom?
Oh.
Well, the Tamas, the Tama drummer stools, they kind of have the butt thing going on. This is just round. It's the cheapo, so it's like, wow.
In the next week or so, I'm supposed to pack up my electric set and go rehearse with this show band. Okay. So the other day I tried to rehearse with my stool. Okay, with the drummer stool. Can't do it. I mean, I went numb from my hips down to my feet sitting on that thing. So what I'm going to do is I got my office chair. I'm going to take the arms off and the back off, and I'm taking it with me.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
It's going to be the biggest chair they ever seen, but hey, I got to be comfortable. Too much. I just seen George 805 said he's making a smoked meatball sandwich.
I had a really great
Out of it.
office chair, but my daughter's cat shredded it. So if I sat in
Oh,
it,
man.
you'll think I got it off the side of the road or something. So I
Hey.
just refused to buy another one until she gets her cat under control.
Hey, I
Crazy.
say if it's comfortable, put duct tape on it and put it wherever you want in the house.
Yeah, George says he's going to be smoking some meatballs and then making a meatball sandwich out of it.
Oh man, that ought to be
Sounds
good.
good.
Hey, I don't know if you guys have Kroger around where you guys are geographically, but if you do, I know here in Texas, they are running for Labor Day this weekend. They are running USDA choice briskets, Packer briskets, Tom. Packer briskets, fat on in the bag, not trimmed, the way that we want them.
I was
$1.89 a pound with digital coupon, limit 3.
That's
I was
killer.
there this morning. I was there this morning, and there's none.
Well, the ad doesn't start until tomorrow here locally. I don't know about y'all, but generally it starts Thursdays. But that's a killer deal, guys. I'm going to buy 6, 3 for me and 3 for Don. We're going to throw them in our freezer because, guys, that's a hell of a protein source for not much money.
Yep, that's a good deal too.
I don't have a Kroger, and I hate to drive to Texas
Yeah.
just to get brisket.
Hey, she party. Just bring everybody with you. We'll just have a big old party, you know.
We have to get a trailer hitch, John. Come get your smoker.
Yeah, right. I'm ready to get back to cooking, guys. You guys don't understand. I did the one boiled peanut thing, and I am just so ready to get back cooking, but I can't. I just can't do it.
Boy, I totally understand, and I you get to the point where, well, I was getting burnt out a little bit with it because I'm doing three videos a week, and trying to cook and this and that, and like I said to Marie, I said I can't speak on it. My outtakes are like X-rated. I mean, with the foul mouth I got, yelling and screaming, and boom, punch a brisket.
You and me both, dude.
So, but then I had to step out of the circle and say, whoa, what am I doing here? I'm not digging a ditch. Feeding everybody. It's helping me, along the way. So
man.
I had to just, when I walked away from it, and matter of fact, what happened was I was doing a lot of lives. I was going on a lot of different lives in there and got lazy, So back in the saddle again and just going to change things up a little bit here, going forward. So just take your time, John. Don't rush it, man.
No, I know. I've just been trying to support everybody else by just going to their lives. If I see their lives, I go onto my subscriptions. I scroll down the whole list. If someone's live, boom, I'll pop in on and make sure that they know I was there to support them.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on the content, I'll either stay in or I'll dump out. But I don't go on anyone's panel really, except you guys. And I think Belt Loop 29, Gary and those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I really don't get up on people's panels. Sheen, I'll get up on yours anytime, baby.
Thank you.
But I don't really get on people's panels because I figure, I don't feel comfortable enough with those people yet. But that's my way of helping is to go on people's lives. That I can do that. Sit here in my chair or my bed and do that and let them know, hey, I'm here to support you, even though I'm not putting out any content right now.
Right.
I feel like it's important that we all help each other whatever way we can, and that's my way of helping.
Yeah, and I also I don't know if anybody's seen it with doing
But
shorts.
you got a
and
lot of
stuff now.
content out there that can go for.
Yeah, I do. I've got 56 videos or something. That's some pretty detailed stuff. It's not boring stuff. Really watch it. It's good stuff for the most part. Some of it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through mine tonight. I'm gonna get a couple years. I'm gonna put them up on the Sharon.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Just put them up. Just to keep your name out there. Keep it
Yeah,
going. Not that it would do anything. All I know is one thing. Marie, today passed me with her views on her little mysteries and stuff.
I love her, man.
I love it.
But I got to tell you though, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because some of the stuff she's talking about, I'd say, whoa, what are you doing?
Hey, John, Barbecue Mike G, he works at Kroger, and he says that they have different ads for different regions. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, the brisket's gonna be in your region.
Well, last time, guys, they didn't put a limit on it. People were buying cases and I'm like, how stupid can you be not to put a limit? Because I go in there to buy 2 briskets, and there are none.
Right.
Tom had somebody on his panel that says that he lives in Texas, FYI, that whenever they throw a sale, he'll take him and his kids, and he has a food truck, and get briskets when they're on sale. So if you want them, you better get there early.
Yeah, exactly. That's Kenneth.
That's Kenneth.
Cunningham.
He's
North Texas barbecue.
Yep.
Okay, he's got a great channel. You know what? He's bigger on Facebook.
Yeah, he's got a huge Facebook following.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 200,000 people to follow him.
All right.
Hey, I hit 90 on my Cooking for Diabetes on my Facebook.
Hey, Sheena, on the Last Chance cookout, whichever it is. I don't remember what it's called.
I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. I've been procrastinating, and so I thought about doing. I've done this lava burger before, where I take the 2 patties and I stuff it full of cheese, and then I mound around it. And I'm thinking about just grilling that. It's either that, or if I can find a good price on brisket, then I'll do that. I don't want to do the rosemary steak because Tom already did it. And so, I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to do. I mean, I've been kicking stuff around. I mean, if it was like Oriental or Indian food or ethnic food, I can do anything. But barbecue, I have my own 50-year-old pecan tree, and I every year I cut and I season it, and then I put it in my smoker. And so it's like, okay, do I want to do the brisket? But I do low and slow. I do 300 degrees all night, low and slow, and I get a good smoke on it, and it's still juicy and springy, and that's what I would like to do. But if I can find ribs, I love beef ribs. If I can find ribs, I'll do ribs and make my own sauce.
When is your posting date?
The 3rd, so I got to get a move on.
Oh, Sheena.
Yeah.
I always cut it close,
Sheena, stop walking in place and start walking. And get to the store.
Walk to the store. Well, see, now it's the 1st, and all the people and assistants are going to be at the store. So it's there's my excuse. But I have tons of ground beef, so I can do a lot with. Hey, I might do like a ground beef sculpture or something. I don't know, something It all eats the same, right? And it looked really. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool if I could do like a volcano and put the cheese in there and figure out some way for it to come out? That'd be cool. If I got the heat high enough, it probably would actually, because it always seems to come out in a hole in the center anyway. Yeah. I'll just make a escape hole.
now you got me. Marie will kill me tonight. What are you doing? Making a volcano. Get out of here.
I'm gonna do a 24-hour Halloween party in costume on Saturday before Halloween, because Halloween's like on a Monday, and I'm a big Halla freak. And I thought, how fun is that? But y'all be careful about who you bring up on your panel if you don't know them, because people have been streaking and they get up when you bring them live showing their wong. So you might want to be careful if you don't know them. They've been showing their yankers.
What
their
is
Yankee that? Doodles. Their man parts. Their man junk.
Their dong.
Okay, dong. Dong. They've been showing their dongs. So
Petey and the twins.
It's been happening a lot too.
I'm coming. I'll be there, Sheena. I'll come as a fat guy.
Hey, how you feel about Petey and the twins, John? Is that okay to say?
The what?
Petey and the twins, he said.
I don't know.
We're going sideways.
How you feel about Petey and the twins as far as calling it that?
They're going to lie and say they have a recipe for franken beans.
Hey, Mike, I wanted to say something earlier to you.
Yeah.
But I want you to do me a favor. I know Paige doesn't know who I am, but will you please tell her I've been praying for her and that I love her?
I will do that. She's heard me talk about you.
I've never met her.
It's always good.
It's very, very important that she knows somebody she doesn't even know is out there praying for her.
Yep.
I will be sure to tell her that.
Thank you.
She may actually be watching. She does sometimes watch, tunes in. So never know. It depends on whether well, no, I'm sorry. It's news time. So she's on the news. She's watching news right now. I don't watch news.
Nope.
I don't
I
either.
can hate it, but I don't watch it.
No,
Yeah.
I
I don't
can.
watch it either. I'm on YouTube all the time. I don't have time for the news. It's too negative.
That's
No,
all I
I don't-
watch. I watch YouTube. I watch everybody's channels, this and that. In fact, I was falling behind with it. I said, I got to get back to where I was at.
It takes all day to do it, doesn't it, guys? To visit
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah. Oh man.
all day
See,
long.
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah.
I'm the type, like, somebody says, "Hello, how you doing?" Okay, bang, I'll check them out, and if it's something that has to do with anything I have to do in life, I mean, I got a couple guys that do gaming. I'm not a gamer,
Yeah.
but being that they looked out to me and they send a couple messages here and there, I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
100%. Because to me, that's what it's
I
all
got the
about.
same.
Burpee
Uncle.
Yoga Uncle. Hello. He is so
Oh man.
supportive, y'all. He's
He
great.
is. That is a great man. And that is the most in shape son of a gun I have ever
You
seen
better
in my
believe
life.
it.
he can knock out 1,000 burpees in just blink of an eye.
I can if I eat Mexican.
No, burpees, not burps.
All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't do 3 of them.
3 weeks since I had any
Hey
alcohol.
John, when
bro.
you played the guitar, did you when you were playing the guitar, did you wear it around your neck or did you put it on your knee?
No, I put it on my lap. Yeah. So, I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all know, but I have one big incision in the front and 2 in the back. So I had to be careful not to let the back of the guitar come up against my belly, which it normally does. But I got to be honest, guys, it was quite comfortable for a little while. My playing, because my left hand, my fretting hand, I haven't used it in a while. Once I stretched the ligaments, tendons, and all that and got the blood flowing, man, I'll tell you, after not playing for a while, it was pretty decent. I mean, I wasn't plugged into my amp or anything, but I was just, wow, nice vibrato, nice touch. Everything was clean for the most part. It was actually better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a damn train wreck, but it was just
Sounds
so
like
refreshing. But then my back started hurting because I'm kind of slumped over, as you can imagine.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so I had to put it down. But I really, guys, I enjoyed it. It was a huge step. Everybody says, "How are you doing? How are you coming along?" Well, I put a guitar on my lap today, so it doesn't get much better than that.
You
Yeah,
look
exactly.
good. I mean, you look
Yes,
healthy.
you do.
Well, thank you, Sheena.
Yes, you do you look really good.
Well, I haven't had
I
a
mean
shower
that
in 4 days. I don't know if that matters or much, but
well, hey, so you got stanky ass.
Oh, I got a swamp ass.
Yeah. Hey, you live in the South. That's a way of life in the summer.
Boiled peanuts and swamp ass. I'm gonna write
Yeah.
it on.
You don't
I
realize
like
how
that song.
you don't realize how much when just moving your fingers and your arms and this and that, you move your whole body.
Yeah.
Well, John, it sounded like it was a really kind of cathartic for you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very. This whole thing has been cathartic. It's like I call it the big reset in my life. I'm 53 years old, fixed to be 54 in December. And I got to tell you something. This was meant to be at this stage of my life. I needed this. I needed to stop, slow down for a while, and rebuild back up and stay slow. I was just burning the candle at both ends my whole life. And this was I call it the big reset. And it's exactly what I needed at the right time. And I met you guys too during all this, just prior to that. So, I mean, I cannot stress enough. All 3 of you guys on this panel right here. Sheena, I watch you every day. Mike, you've been nothing but super sweet for me. Tom, you're funnier than shit. I love you to death. I told you I'll come cook with you sometime, Kat. Me and you gonna burn some shit up. But and all the people that you guys have allowed me to meet through your circles. I mean, I can't stress it enough. You guys are really good quality people. And I want to say thank you for that.
Well, thank you,
Much
John. We feel the
appreciated.
same way about you.
Much
Wouldn't we
appreciated.
all have a lot of fun if we all just got together and just went? So we would be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Scary. Scary.
You know
Yeah.
what? With John, what he's going through right now, over in my corner over here, I call it my electric chair. One of them little Go Buddy things. You plug in. It's a 4-wheel job, the whole bit.
Uh-huh.
So at that one point back in 2014, I broke my right leg. My left leg. 13 screws, 4 plates, broke it in 4 places. Okay. Never recovered from that really good because just laying there, oh, poor me, the whole bit, and whatever medications they gave me and the way I was eating. on top of that, still playing with cancer, with bladder cancer.
Jeez.
Okay. So, oh God, what am I going to do? This and that. And then we move out here and I break my ankle in my instep on my right foot. Okay. So, I got a pair of boots that look like Frankenstein I could wear on Halloween. All right. Couldn't walk, had to walk with a cane from 2014 the whole time. Plus, I was, like I said, 2 pounds away from 300. And I had to get that cart because I couldn't walk. I just could not walk. Okay. A lot of pain, this and that. Marie hated it because we have a small apartment. I was driving from the living room to the bedroom, blowing the horn, get out of the way. But your life almost feels like it's all right, this is where it's going to be. Painkillers, take this, do that, and just eat and just real bad. Feeling sorry for yourself. Now, when I started keto, I'm going to tell you what, everything changed. Everything I started feeling, I lost the inflammation in my joints all over the place. Lost 54 pounds. Now I just lost another 2 pounds. But my point is that you can't quit. You just can't, watching Sheena just walking in place. I said, yeah, you go, girl.
Yeah, because for a long time I felt not only worthless, it was like I didn't feel worthy of anyone in my life. Now I actually feel like I could, be my old self, because I've always been hilarious. I used to get on stage, sing, slay it. Everybody's like, man, I'm a people person, and I'm finally becoming myself. I'm blooming in bloom. I'm coming back, and it's really
bloom.
awesome.
I like that.
So when I went to
like that.
When I went to the doctor last week, well, I was never in my life, okay, since I've been going to the doctor and being overweight and everything like that, cooking in a restaurant and everything. Always had cholesterol problems, always had this, always had that. I go to the doctor. There was nobody there. I said, well, he had my blood work and stuff. He walks into the door and he says, well, I guess this keto thing is working for you. No shit. Okay. my cholesterol's normal. My HDL, my LDL is normal. My triglycerides are down, way down from where they were. And my blood sugar numbers. So this thing is working. So you know what? And I'm not the guy that preaches. I'm not the one that says, hey, try this and do this. I don't do it. I just cook. That's all I do.
I will tell you, Sheena, I know that just by watching your videos and little things that you say in passing, I know you've had some surgeries and you have a lot of things that you've had to endure in your life previous. One thing that I do know is a fact: inflammation can and will kill you if you let it. Just inflammation in and of itself. When we're heavier, like the biggest I've ever been is 200. And that was when I checked in the morning of my surgery. I guarantee you, although I've not weighed myself, in 3 weeks, I've lost 10 pounds easily because I haven't had the sugar input and all that. But inflammation will kill you. So whatever it takes to get the inflammation away from you is going to benefit you. Mobility is a big part of that. My girlfriend is always on me about, you need to move around more. You need to move around. So I'm balancing pain management with mobility. But I know the more I move, even though it's going to hurt a little bit initially, it's going to help me heal quicker. And I see a little bit of that, Mike, in what your message is about former fat guy, blah, blah, blah. Sheena, I see it in yours. And Tom, your stories about your previous surgeries and health issues. Again, guys, I'm just a simple guy that's telling you what I see from what I've noticed since I started hanging out with you guys. Your messages are reaching people, guys. Keep doing that. It's it's landing, in the music business. Oh, we landed that. Your messages, guys, are landing to people. If it hit me, it's going to hit other people. So I just want to say thank you and just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Well, Sheena, I'm sorry, Mike, but I watched Sheena earlier, okay, on her live, okay. I'm going to say hello, Alan. How you doing?
Yes, Alan. Hey,
nice to see you in here, buddy. Sheena was talking about we were programmed what to eat. They beat it into us. You got to have breakfast in the morning. You got to have lunch. You got to have dinner, snacks in between. And here's what you eat: oatmeal, all this heavy carb stuff, heavy sugar stuff. Because I look at it now. I'm going to be 68, and I look at it now and saying, you know what? This whole thing, even the medical field, is all about all about the money. That's all it's
Yep.
about. They don't give a rat's behind about any of us.
That's right.
It's all about making that buck. So if you don't take control of yourself, of what you're doing, and like that, Paulie, I keep bringing Paulie back because he turned around. He started out with some supplements and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden, now he give up bread and everything. That's where it's at. You don't have to call it keto. You can call it, trash can eating, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. You have to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you.
Well, it's all right. I got a buddy RJ with 602 North. His channel's that's his name of his channel. He started keto after watching my channel and your channel, Tom, and he came and he's talked about how he's lost like near 40 pounds. He says now I'm like within 10 or 15 pounds of where I need to be, and I said, hey, closer you get, the harder it gets to doing it to get it off.
Yeah,
but, just stay diligent and know that what you're doing works, and so he does. But I appreciate that, John, and that's why I got into doing this. I did not get into it to make a killing in money because I knew there wasn't going to be any. If I make $1 or $2, great. If I don't, great. I don't care. I'm doing it because I want to show other people the way, and I want to help, and I like doing it too. And as long as it's that way, that's what I'll stay doing this. As long as I got one person watching, I'm happy.
Me too.
I'll never go back to regular eating. I will stay carnivore, ketovore, because I feel optimal. I feel good. My energy, everything, mind, body, spirit, I feel great. And so I will never go back to what I came from. And I don't care what I got to give up to make sure that I'm able to get the meat that I need, because it's in the meat. The meat is everything. It's so nourishing. That's why I like you barbecue guys.
Just don't eat on camera.
Yeah. Barbecue and keto go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They absolutely go hand in hand. Because and I'm the same way. I'm not going back to eating the other way.
Mm-mm.
People say, when you going to go back to doing the other kind of eating? I said, why do I want to?
Exactly.
And it's so easy to fall into that trap. I have a neighbor who, I just don't, I can't trust myself and this and that, and sit there and eat a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Well, put the chips down. Well, I've been going out and I've been walking. I've been doing it. Well, move a little bit more. Do a little, and then I have to stop because you know what? That's not my tone. That's not my deal to get involved with somebody. Like I said, all I do is I cook. This is what I eat. This is what happened when I did this, how I did it, and go from there. I mean,
Barbecue Mike G. He says he eats the hell out of meat, but he don't eat cheese. That's okay. You don't have to eat cheese. You don't have to eat cheese to be doing this. It's not a requirement.
He hit the nail on the head because you know what? I'm starting to have a little problem with cheese.
I'm going to show you what I do before I go to the store if I haven't eaten anything. This is terrible. This right here is, there. It's VOLPI Snacks, and it's uncured pepperoni with clean mozzarella, and it's got 13 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein, but you can eat this, and I'm satisfied. I can go in the store and not feel like I'm going to buy everything. But I got these at Sam's, and the price wasn't bad either, and they're also all pre-wrapped, so it's like really easy when you're on the go just to grab one, and they're pretty big. That's pretty big.
Okay.
They're pretty big, and it's filling. Looks like there's 2 or 3 uncured pepperonis on there, but I learned to do that before I go into the store, and because if I'm in a hurry in the morning and I'm just trying to get it over with, I just grab one of those and I eat it on the way. And hey, the mozzarella.
All right, Alan, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm sorry, Sheena.
Oh, you're fine.
Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you in here.
She is a great lady. She has good energy too.
She can find a bargain anywhere.
Tom, I have a question about your when you're cooking, Tom. I noticed that you favor this little forceps looking implement, not tongs, but like for. Can you tell me about that? And really, they look very precise, and I want to know more about that little tool that you use. I've never seen anybody use that, but I was very interested in knowing about that.
Yeah, they are food grade tweezers. Okay, and when I was doing I would do chicken. See, we switched out. I don't eat a full breast of chicken. We'll take a half a breast chicken, I'll slice it up, and me and Maria will fit and still have leftovers. But when I was videoing it with the bigger tongs, you couldn't see the meat, me turning the meat with it. So it was just an idea for
it's not just that.
I can also use them to cut, like
Mhm.
that. So they're oversized tweezers, but they're food grade. I mean, a lot of some other people use them too.
Would they be good for turning regular slices of bacon? I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That bacon and anything thin sliced or something like that. I even cook them with steaks with it. But it was just more for because the tongs. I think I was born with tongs, but
I was.
Yeah, and just to put that into the picture, flipping with the tongs. Sometimes you can't see. I mean, some of my videos aren't.
Mike, what were you going to say, Mike?
I saw him doing that, and I said I got to have some of those because the big tongs, while they have a place, with doing this, you got to have smaller for just the reasons he said. And
I remember a Mike
also,
video. I remember a Mike video that Tom said, "Mike, you got to get some tongs." And I was
just gonna
yeah.
Mike, you need
and
tongs.
then the next one, I was turning something in the air fryer, and he goes, "Tongs, use tongs," because they were giving me fits turning.
See, look, he looked like the jugglers. You know what I mean? Trying to flip the meat around.
Yeah, I'm really partial. I'm very anal retentive about all my cookware. I have to have Calphalon. I have to have 1810 stainless steel if I'm going to use that. I'm very anal retentive because to be a good cook, you have to be a confident cook. To be a confident cook, you have to have exactly what it is you want. And when I saw those little forceps, and I'm using that word probably out of context, but
no, it's fine. Yeah,
I would like to get a pair of those. Where would I go to get a pair of those?
Amazon.
Okay.
I think you're like 2 for $12 or something like that.
Oh, I can't afford that. I know Mike's always calling you a cheap ass or tightwad or something. I'm one of those.
You know what we're gonna do, John? We're gonna start a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
John needs tongs. Johnny Tongs.
Now I will tell you guys, in all transparency, I have tongs of all qualities and all lengths, but generally they're going to be very high quality, good hinges. They lock on their own. They have a little drop pin. You drop them, they lock on their own. For doing what I do, barbecue, they're very heavy duty, and they're very safe. But like Tom, when I see you doing your pan work, and you're doing a lot of julienne, or if you're doing little things like little stuff, those little tongs would cut those little whatever you call those stainless steel things you have. That would really come in handy for the small julienne work that I see. And I was like, I got to ask him about that next time I see him. So.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because them tongs I had from when I was back in the restaurant business 30 some years ago.
Okay.
But I mean, I always had the best. I had a couple different sizes, but I have the ones that I'm just used to. In fact, I had one I had to throw away, and I was like, we may have to have a burial at sea here for these poor bastards. But when I watched it, who the heck did I watch? I can't remember who it was, but they were using them little tweezers. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? I need to get a pair of them. And I got to tell you, John, when I first started using them, I pinched the hell out of my fingers because trying to use it the right way, I wound up with a blood blister from it. Ooh. But once you get used to moving them around, it's like another set of fingers that you can put right into the heat.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, I got some. I bought some off of Amazon. Matter of fact, a video I've got coming out. I gotta edit it. No, actually, I've edited it. I've just got to upload it. I did pork chops in the air fryer, and I used them, and so they're in there. And I've got actually two kinds. I've got the pointed ones, and I've got the flat ones.
Okay.
and they're very good, and they don't. You know how sometimes tongs will kind of mess up everything
Mm-hmm.
when you grip them. These don't do that. They
Yeah,
don't.
they're very concise, and that's what drew me to them is they look very tidy, very meticulous. And I was like, in the French world, I work for
Yeah.
French, and they're very, very, very demonstrative about how they want their side work done. There's a word that the French used to use. It was called mise en place, which means it's before you cook anything, you get all your mise en place, which is everything in its place, is what it translates to in English. But they will beat the shit out of you behind the line if you don't do your mise en place correctly. And when I saw
Right.
those little tongs
Right.
that you guys use, I was thinking, man, Chef Francois would have loved those. He would have loved it because they look just so perfect. It's like, I mean, because that fits my eye. When I see something like that, I'm like,
Mhm.
do you like yours, Mike? Do you like using those?
I do. I've loved them. I've been using them with before video and then all with them. And
Okay.
yesterday, I believe yesterday was when I was doing the pork chops. That was the first time I had used them on camera, and they
Okay.
were great. And while I'm
Mhm.
at it, let me say hi to Good News Keto. Welcome. And
Oh yeah.
Barbecue Mike G say you can make chicken breast look like a feast with those little meat tweezers. Tom,
I
he's
just
talking
I
about
just
you.
seen I
What
just seen
that?
good news the other day. I just seen him put something up. I have to go back and finish
Yeah,
watching
I
it.
gotta go. I'm still
Flipping through.
catching up. I'm way behind right now. But
What-
some Barb uh, uh, Barbecue Mike G has a good point there. Tom, I have never in my life seen somebody can slice a piece of meat as thin as you can slice it.
A lot of practice, Mike. I mean, it
You,
just everything falls back to the point where I don't like thick cuts of anything, especially if I'm going to eat it. Like nice and thin, okay. And being from in the restaurant world, okay, the thinner you cut, okay, the faster the stuff cooks. So if you're going to do veal, that's why I mean, just to make it tender and everything like that, you pound out veal and stuff to the thin point because it cooks fast. The faster you cook
right.
it, the more tender it tastes. The better off you are with it. So there again, with tweezers, might as well call them what they are. They're tweezers.
Okay.
Okay. In fact,
Yeah.
not to be a wise guy or anything like that, but I
Bouger
have
Prepper,
to.
welcome to the welcome.
Somebody asked me, "Are they?" Actually, it was my ex-wife. She was following me on YouTube, and she said, "Are they tweezers?" I said, "Yeah." When I had hemorrhoids, I said I used to have to.
Oh, Holly, look out now.
she so she stopped following me. She don't watch me anymore. So we got that out
Well,
of the way.
really, we use them as tongs, but really and truly, they are more like a tweezers because
They're surgery.
you know
It's
how
just
you was
actually
talking and how
surgical
they
tweezers.
lock, the tweezers lock and all, or the tongs lock. You can't lock these.
No,
They
they don't
just
lock.
they just
No, they don't lock.
they open back up and
They're
they do
spring
they.
form. Spring
Yeah.
form.
Well,
So
no,
that's
they
what.
do it on their own. There's no
No.
spring in it. There's no spring in it. It's just
Hey
Oh,
on its
Marie, can you
own.
bring me in one of them
It's
tweezers,
truly
please?
like a set of tweezers.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what it is. Yeah. They come two in a pack anyway.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my point is, from many years ago, I always learned to always. Do you remember the show on PBS when PBS used to have nothing but food people before the Food Network,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a Chinese guy named Yang can cook.
Yan
Yep.
can cook, and so can you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
was
little bitty hands, little bitty hands.
he did.
Yep.
The
But
man could cook.
he was something else with the Chinese, with the big knife, the cleaver.
With a knife, yeah.
Okay, and that I've been doing that for years. Okay, with that big style knife. There they are.
Nice.
Okay.
Like a big wishbone, basically, right?
Yeah, basically what it is.
Okay.
Okay, it's square at the end, and it's just, I mean, just almost like this is almost like a practice run for chopsticks. Okay, the way, and sometimes I got to open them up if I'm cooking steak out like that, but this is what I use. And then when I go to cut, okay, I will put this into the meat, okay, and then my knife, I'll line up how thin I want to go with it.
Use as a guide.
And you guide it right down. That's why I use the thicker knife and the thicker blade on it.
I don't
I
know
have
if
the
you can.
best knife. Y'all need to try it out. The History Channel actually made them. I got them on clearance at Walmart, but Walmart still sells them, and it's called
Can't see it, Mike.
Hammered by
Yeah, it's good.
Fire, and they are awesome. They are so sharp. It
Mhm.
slid off the counter and nicked my leg and just cut me clean like a razor. And I was glad because that's better than getting a dull knife. A dull knife will kill
Yeah.
you, but it keeps a really sharp blade. I mean, excellent. Because I always wanted one of those Japanese fancy knives. They're like $200. So I love knives. I'm real big on knives.
It's them.
And so I found those, and man, they are so freaking awesome. They keep a sharp blade. I mean, but they will hurt you.
Mike, what is that called, sir?
It's there. It is there.
What is it called? I
Dang
can't read
it.
that.
Hang. Oh shoot! It went away. Where did you go?
Yeah, Sheena, sharp is safe, dull is dangerous in the restaurant. That's what we used to say.
I had a friend of mine who used to come in. He had a machine shop. Okay. And he exactly. There he is. Look,
Are you jacking with me, or are you really missing a finger? Oh, you're jacking with me.
I'm a guitar player, babe. Of course I
That's one of my favorites.
Hey, Mike,
nice.
Mike, what was that? Oh, good Lord, Tom, you're scaring me, son.
Yeah. That you can shave with. And I sharpen all my stuff myself. I had a guy.
Hold on, let Mike talk. Mike's telling me that what it's called.
Jet Kong. One word, Jet Kong, 2-piece, 12-inch kitchen tweezers. And it comes with 2 of them. And you can, I don't know if you can see it enough to.
What's the price on them?
The price is $13.88.
Oh, you too high. You too high.
You here 4 hours.
You too high. You come back
now. I just lost 13 people from.
You can get if you want them in black, they're $16.99. That's for the silver ones. Gold is $15.99. Oh, rainbow is $15.99.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm the one guy that is so damn cheap that it won't spend $30 on a massage, but I'll go out and buy a $3,000 guitar on a whim, or I'll take 10 grand to the casino, or I'll go buy a Wagyu tomahawk ribeye at about $225. I'm just an idiot when it comes to prioritizing things.
Yeah.
Well,
$29.95 for these nylon drumsticks. Okay. But I'll bitch and moan about buying a piece of meat.
Sure.
Did you know that I forget his name now, but the drummer for the group Alabama, he turns the drumsticks around backwards and drums with the thick end.
I used to do that a lot too.
That's crazy. I never heard anybody do
replacing heads a lot doing that, you'd think.
Yeah.
Well, he says he just likes the sound of it better.
Bouger's in the house. Bouger Prepper.
Bouger.
Drunken Chef.
Hey, Drunken Chef. Cottonwood Ranch.
Cottonwood Ranch.
Chef, what's up, brother?
Anybody else?
What's her name? Up in Canada.
Everybody.
I think she's up in Canada. Monique or Erica or something. What's her name? Raquel, yeah.
I tell you, I've been following a lot of them. I enjoy that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's how I tripped across Sheena, which she was out in her garden, walking through the garden. I said, wow, that's what we did when we lived in North Carolina. I mean, we had 17 acres. Marie grew everything. We ate off the land.
I've got so many acres though, and I really started getting discouraged. My crap's paid for, my property's paid for, but at the same time, across the street, they're putting in a housing addition. My land is agriculture, but I have one neighbor that's an acre away, but it can be turned into commercial, which is worth a lot, especially in this area. But across the street, they decided to put in a housing addition, and I have railroad tracks that run next to my property. And on the other side, they're going to put in something industrial. Now, I still won't see them because I have my property pretty much surrounded by trees, but it's like, I have all these trees to cut down. It's like,
how much property do you have?
I know you understand. It gets overwhelming, everything that you got to do. but at the same time, I built a food forest in the front, and I really hate to, start over somewhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
in
and then
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Park? What part?
Mustang. Basically, it's central.
Okay. You know, I
Cottonwood Ranch is in the house. Hey, Cottonwood,
go to
Rachel,
Southern
Raquel.
a lot to the casinos up there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, see,
I
I
don't gamble
don't
much.
mind
I'm
going
not
to
very
the.
lucky.
John, Raquel from Cottonwood said hello to you.
Oh, hello, Raquel. I'm sorry, I cannot see comments, guys, because I'm on my
Yeah.
phone.
I'll let you know.
Well,
My fly family, welcome. Thank you for
Beijing
coming.
Prepper. Hey, if everybody in the chat would put in keto, what is it? Keto M,
No space.
no space, keto M in there, and it'll bring up your.
And don't forget to share Mike out, everybody. That way we can help him as much as possible. I
Yeah, Mike,
shared
you're
it.
holding steady at 542, right?
hit the
Yeah.
thumb, guys. Thumbs up.
John, how you doing?
Yeah,
You're almost
that's that
almost
right.
what? Almost 300, right, John?
Yeah, I think I'm 290 at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. If anybody hasn't subscribed yet to John, Sheena,
Please do. There's some good
Mike?
stuff.
and of course yours truly, live from
Oh
Las
yeah,
Vegas.
Sheena, man.
It's
And don't forget about Keto Tom. I can't never remember Tom.
said-
Because I always, when I look for Tom, I just straight up put in Tom Garvey, and boom, there he is.
It'll come up.
even
I don't know.
put in
Yeah,
Keto.
it always comes up with that.
I turned around one day and I said to Marie, we're in the store. She said, "Where you going out?" I said, "I'm going live to the produce aisle."
Cottonwood Ranch says they're clawing their way up to 500. Oh, I got a question for you. Do y'all have cottonwood trees on there on you at the ranch?
She's up in Canada, right? I believe, right?
Yeah,
Is the
that's why
cow
I'm
up in
asking, because I don't think I didn't know they'd grow that far up. I wonder if they're up there.
They grow here. I'm allergic
Right,
to them
right.
suckers.
nasty trees. I used to have to cut them down because I own a tree and landscape company. It's one of the worst trees you ever want to cut down. I water like a water faucet. We'll make a binary cut, and water will be literally shooting out like somebody's putting a hose at the base of the tree. So much water in those trees. Cottonwoods are nasty trees in North Texas. Nasty.
So is Bodark. They're impossible to cut down.
And
Yeah,
they
that's
do have cotton. They do have a cottonwood tree. They have several and one large one. I did not know they would grow that far north.
Threads and jars in the house.
I always call
Raquel's got
them
a hell of a
trees.
farm, guys. She's got a beautiful setup. She's a classy lady too, guys.
Get some horses too, right? She has a couple.
She
Horses.
does.
Yeah.
She's seems like she's on the ball. Whatever she's doing,
Yeah.
she's doing it
Yeah.
right. So,
See there again. I mean, there's a lot of great channels. I've just seen Jen. I butchered her name before. Was it Happy Homestead or Jen? I think she lives also in Oklahoma. I think I could be blowing this whole thing apart. But she's got the little ones there, and they all pitch in. They all work together. You know, whatever. I like that kind of stuff.
She's lucky. My 16-year-old is a drummer, and yeah, she plays a Tama set. She also has a Yamaha set at her dad's, and she is more into riddle me this and Joker and video games. I think it's the age. I don't know. She doesn't really like the homesteading thing, but she does say that someday I inherit this place, right, Mom? It's like, yeah.
you know, that's what's cool, guys, about the community. That if you follow, like Tom, I'm like you. I got a lot of people that I follow that I don't really have a lot in common, but every now and then I'll pop off and watch one of their videos. And you know, I'm always going to learn something. I'm gonna dig something off of somebody, and that's what I love about this YouTube community, especially smaller channels.
Yep.
You get the opportunity to learn about their way of life. I've lived literally all over the world. I've lived in Europe. I lived in South Asia, all over the U.S. But it's never too late to learn. When you go up to like Cottonwood Ranch up there, you know, when you go to Jonesy, for example, our buddy Jonesy down south down there, you know, you see different aspects. I've got people over in Great Britain that I follow, and it's cool for me to be able to watch their way of life. Homesteading is something relatively new, but there's so many channels. And I love
that
that.
was
I
beautiful.
really love that, especially with the smaller channels, because we get a chance to kind of delve into their world. I
Yeah.
just think it's cool. I
You,
myself.
Well, you know,
you know what I like the friendship that comes with it. Okay,
yeah,
I mean, there's no politics. There's
Right.
no bull crap. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, whatever. I mean, I'm not about that at all. But here's the things that bring me together with people: food, music, okay, or the ambassadors of the world. Okay,
yep.
you get a bunch of angry people together and start playing music. Okay, all of a sudden things are going to start changing. Then
Oh
on
yeah.
top of it, you fire up a piece of oak and throw a hunk of meat on it. Guess what? You're going to sit down and break bread with people. You know.
Let me tell you, you get some of my barbecue out there. Let me tell you something. I'm not lying. You're gonna have people loving on each other pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean,
I
and then
saw his video with his brisket, and he was like squishing it, and the juice was coming out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to get a brisket." Not that it would taste like yours, because I'm sure it wouldn't, but it looked amazing.
Sheena, when I seen John, I found John. I don't know exactly how I found John, but I was watching, and it just came up, and I started watching. I said, "Wow, this guy's got some nice." Matter of fact, I wanted to. It looked like a 1-bedroom apartment for me. His smoker that he
Yeah.
had. I was going to say, "Hey John, can I rent that out and sleep in it?" A little
That
smoke.
thing's gigantic.
You know, hey guys, for me, I want to cook for the world. I want everyone to at least try what I have to offer. I'm not selling anything here, guys. I don't want anything from anybody
Yep.
other than I want you to put my food in your mouth and I want you to get that experience.
Yep.
If I can give that to everybody in the world, I would die a happy man.
Exactly.
Because to be honest with you, and I'm certain you can ask Russ over there, Russ Jones. I'm not a bragging guy, neither is Russ, but Russ can cook. I feel like I've got something to offer too as well. Folks, it has taken us a long time. Tom, you've been in the restaurant business your whole life. When you got something down and you want to share it with somebody, it's an urgent
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yep.
Sheena, I want you to taste this barbecue. Mike, Tom, I want everybody to just taste it one time
Mm-hmm.
because you will never forget the overall experience. It's not just eating to eat, it's an experience. And that's what I'm giving you. I'm not selling it to you, I'm giving that to you.
Now, see, today, all right, now I made this with the zucchini. I had 5 of them, and I said, you know what? I don't like throwing anything away. I refuse to do that. And we make enough for us to eat so that there's no leftovers. Okay. And nothing wrong with leftovers or anything like that, but I'm done with it after that one day. I don't want it tomorrow. All right. So I make just enough. And now today I was fooling around a little bit. So on the patties that I made, the fritters, okay, I used a little bit of Uncle Steve's Gator Shake on it. I don't like a lot of seasoning on it. I want to taste what I'm cooking, but also that enhances it a little bit. So I use that on there. And I made these little rings. It'll be out Sunday, and I cut holes in it, almost to like mimic onion rings, but mostly for a snack, chips. And what I used was Drunken Chef's seasoning, his rub on it, and also with some Parmesan cheese, and baked that in the oven. A little bit of olive oil on it, everything stuck together. I got to tell you, they were outrageous. Okay, that's what I like to do. I like to use everybody else's. Try it. If you put something out on YouTube right here and say try this, I'm trying it.
Okay? Did they crisp up real good?
Yes, they did. They did. Yep. And when there again, I cut them thin enough so that would happen. So the cook time would be fast. Would be a little bit faster. So, yeah, I like to use everybody else's stuff. I'm going to get a hold right now. I'm going to get a hold of Rick.
Hello, Gary, and hello, Trumpet Master.
Trumpet's in the house.
Hey, Louise.
Trumpet. Hey, Lewis and Gary.
Hey, Gary, how you doing? But my point is, I'm going to try different stuff from different people. I got this one that Daddy Dutch sent me out, the last 2 bottles that he had. As a matter of fact, after I got that, he sent me a picture of his peppers that he just picked, that he's going to start drying out to make another batch. And I'm going to tell you what, they're hot. It is hot, but I use a little bit of it. And it's got a little sweet to it. So here again, being keto and a diabetic, I got to watch. It's got honey powder in it. Okay. Too much, I'll go off track. Well, I just use a little bit. So you can get away with that. I'm to the point now where I can get away with just doing it a little bit. But
Yep.
Worked out fine. I mean, I like trying
Your
everybody's
food.
stuff.
Play with your food, Tom. I love your message. Play with your
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I duck every time when I say it.
He
I
called
think
it
my
play
mother-
with. I call it experiment. Same thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing.
Lewis, how you doing, buddy?
And I tell them all, why are you going to be serving this to somebody? Taste it first.
I'm never gonna give you a bite of anything that hadn't gone through my lips first.
There you go.
Yep.
It
I
won't
want
be
to know
the same
whether
bite. It won't be
no,
the same bite. But
no, and I won't use the same spoon twice. But I mean, how are you going to serve that to somebody else if you don't know what it tastes like?
how you gonna love somebody if you don't love yourself first?
Exactly.
Can I get amen?
Amen.
Ooh. Throwing things.
Oh,
Hey, Belloop, I don't get mad. I get even. Ain't no big deal.
Hey, Gary's good people now. Gary's good people.
Yeah, he is.
I love me some Gary down there.
if you hadn't seen I did the mail call, and I think all of y'all have seen it, but got something from Devil Dog, and there's the Tweety's in there, and I never realized it until Devil Dog pointed it out to me. But Tweety, his rooster, is in a fried chicken box.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah.
After Devil Dog said that, I said, "Okay, I gotta go look." And I looked, and I said, "Damn, if he ain't." I said,
Yep.
I was listening last night to Good Cop, Bad Dog, and I was laying in bed, so I was listening, and I kept hearing Gary say, "Shut up, Google! Shut up, Google!" And I was like, wow, because it was out of nowhere, and I was like, so I enjoyed that show, and I totally forgot about it, but it's pretty awesome. If y'all haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on Devil Dog's channel.
"Yeah,
And there's two more guys that are always wanting to help people grow.
yep,
You know, it's an amazing thing. I think Gary and Devil Dog, I think I met him at the same time. They are always helping and lifting people up. That is the amazing thing about the small channel universe that I've somehow landed into. But Gary and Devil Dog, you know, I'm a former Marine. He's a former Marine. We have that in common. And Gary's just old Gary, you know. He's more apt to make fun of himself or tear himself down than he is somebody else. I mean, you got to love a guy like that, you know. And
Yeah, he has a good sense of humor.
Jonesy's in the house.
just salt of the earth, you know. And
you said the name, and Jonesy has appeared.
Yeah.
Jonesy!
I have summoned Jonesy to the chat.
Yeah.
Jonesy, I went to try and watch your live that you did talking about Australian football, the football league and all, and it said it had a copyright thing, and it would not let me watch it.
Really?
I don't know if it was because I was outside the country or if it was altogether the same or what, but I could not watch it. But I was wanting to watch that because I like it. I like talking about that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, it's great stuff. Rugby, I love rugby.
Who else is here?
But yeah, I think Gary's still trying to recover from that 24-hour live he did. I don't think he's hit full steam yet or not. That had to take a lot out of you, Gary.
I went and checked just to see if they're Al and them, because Al looked like he was really starting to wear on him. And I guess Devil Dog went to sleep, and Gary was on with Al. So he actually made it his 24-hour. Actually, I think he went over 24 hours. But I keep saying I don't think I could do 24 hours. You know, I like to sleep now, even if it's just 4 hours at a time. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to do Halloween. I'm going to dress up because I always dress up for Halloween. And I'm going to try to do a 24-hour live. Now, will I make it? I don't know. But I thought it'd be really cool to let other people, as adults, we still like to have fun, right? It'd be really cool to let other people come up, you know, in costume and, you know, not even have to leave your house, because I'm not really into the party scene anymore, or, you know, going and hanging out, any of that stuff. So it's like, you know, that'd be really cool and it'd be fun. And so we'll see if I make it 24 hours.
So guys, I have a question about these 24-hour lives that people are doing. I know you got to get like 6,000 watch hours or something, right?
4,000.
What benefit do you have of doing a 24-hour live, and how many watch hours do you receive for that? I'm still new to this, so I don't understand the watch hours and the credits. How does all that
Whatever
work?
you get credit for the entire amount of time watched.
For how many people that are watching, you get however much their time was,
Whatever
right?
how many,
Yeah.
whatever the time was that they watched, you get credit for it, and they, that does add up. Now the
Okay.
thing is, like I wanted to come on the 21st and do a live because that was my 1 year anniversary on YouTube.
Okay.
But we had a couple of, well, enough of the marathon lives that StreamYard said, "Oh no, hell no, boy, you ain't coming on.
Hell
you
to
done
the
used up,
no.
you done used up all your minutes."
I think it was. Well, Devil Dog was getting me straightened out with the Nightbot. Okay, so he's on with me. And he says, "Tom, you got to go up live." He says, "We got to put it on live to make sure everything working with it like that." That's okay. He said, "I'm going to put you up live. Stay on for like 15 minutes, so everything clicks in. The Nightbot will kick in." He says, "And we'll go." Well, next thing you know, 6 hours later, I'm still on the chat.
Yeah.
I had a pee so bad.
Hey,
I said, "Holy crap, what's going on?" And Devil Dog come back up and he says, "You're still on?" He said, "It's only a test."
I offered to mail him a urinal. And he's like, "No, I'm going to pee."
Do like that lady that drove from Texas to NASA or to Cape Canaveral. Wear a diaper.
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, "Whoa, that dude screwed with the wrong psycho."
Yeah, boy, did he ever.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'll do a 24, but I put a twist in it. Okay. Watch me sleep for 8.
I'm telling you, I watched this one guy pass out on his live. I stayed watching just to make sure he was breathing like I could do anything. But he passed out on his couch. He had so many people come and visit and just watch. And they're like, "What happened to him? Is he okay?" And it's like, "Yeah, I passed out, you know." But everybody watched until he woke up and he's like, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then, excuse my language, then push the button, to stop.
Couple weeks ago, Belt Loop
he put it private, so all those views, and he had a ton.
Wow.
He lost,
Cottonwood
Couple
Ranch
weeks ago, Belt
there's
Loop,
a free
Belt
version
Loop
of the StreamYard, and that's what I use because I'm cheap.
the free one, yeah.
And there's a limit. There's like 20 hours you can do a month. So I had hit that 20-hour mark. But
there's a link where you can get it for $10 StreamYard. So if you're gonna do a 24-hour live, I don't know if y'all guys know Tasha, the trucker one. She has a link that she'll give you, and you'll get it for a month for $10. And that way you can do your live, get it over with, so you can be a part of the crazy community that does 24 hours, which I'm gonna try. But $10 is a lot better than 20.
Belt Loop got 600 hours from his.
Somebody asked me,
said, "Really?
Would you do?" Yeah. Somebody asked me, "Would you do a 24-hour live?" I said, "Well, depends." And they said, "What's it depend on?" I said, "No, I'm going to need depends."
It depends. Well, like I said, I was saying before, Belt Loop and Devil Dog had something going on one night, and I clicked on, and there's some guy. He's up in the top. Some guys like that. So I typed in to Devil Dog. I said, "Devil Dog, who's the dead guy up in the corner?" I've never seen it before.
Well, we were on with the dude one night, and there'd been a lot of there was a bunch of folks on, and there was a bunch of talking. And the dude says, "I think Mike fell asleep." I said, "No, Mike's wide awake. Mike's right here. You just can't tell." You just can't tell.
So if you're having a live, that doesn't mean you have to be leading the thing. I mean, there's little subsequent conversations that go on that interweave within that. So, like Mike, if it's your live, and then me and Tom are BSing for an hour, and then Sheena comes in, and Sheena and Mike or Sheena and Tom are BSing. So that's the way it works, right? Everybody can do their own thing.
Right.
Like
it's just being a community. It's like coming to your house, hanging out. It's really cool. I like it.
I'll do that. Whenever I do my next big cook, 6 or 8 briskets, I'll just film the whole process, and that'll be almost 24 hours. So That's what I'll
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
get every
Yeah.
step of the
Yeah.
way. That's what I do. You know.
Well,
That
Trump-
would be awesome.
Trumpet Master said he uses EVMUX. It's unlimited
oh,
on the free
Hello,
version,
Cooking with
and
Bobby
it's 1080
Joe.
1080p.
okay. Well, let's see.
Hey,
I'm
he
gonna
did
put
his.
that in
Lewis
first.
did his second one. And it was a good one. He a lot
Man,
of people come through
Louis'
and
presentation is top notch, guys. I don't know if you've watched his camera work and his editing. I know it's just music, but I'm telling you, his actual presentation of his food, I get a lot out of it because that guy, number one, he can cook, but number two, people eat with their eyes first. It don't matter
Yep.
how good it tastes, how good a
Mhm.
cook you are. If you don't package it right, it's all for naught. He does it.
exactly.
So, Luis, I can't see comments, brother, but coming from me, I'm telling you, whatever you're doing, brother, you just keep doing it. I know I tell you that all the time, but your shit's rocking, dude.
Now,
Yeah,
now look at
he's got
this.
it.
Little fish in the kitchen. Marcel is in here. She is out to dinner, and she popped in to say hi. Marcel, you are a trooper. You are a true supporter. Thank you very
She
much. And Cooking with Bobby Joe is in here. Thank you very much.
Well, guys, I'm going to step down because I really like it when Jonesy gets up there and makes all kinds of weird noise with his sound effects. So I'll step down so that we can make room for the real star, the radio star. Mwah.
Oh,
I love
he
you
is.
guys,
Yeah.
and I'll be in the chat.
Okay, Sheena,
See
thank
if
you.
I can do this right.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Sheena. I appreciate it.
I don't know which
And,
way to point anymore.
and there's Jonesy. And
Yo,
Trumpet Master, thanks for the suggestion on that. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look into it.
yeah, he like we were talking about, he does have a good channel trumpet. He made some pork the other day on the grill. It looked just looked delicious. I mean, no matter how you add it up. Now, let's see. Little Fish, she made she put up a video of a sausage, pepper, and onion soup. And I said, I will definitely be into that one. I will definitely try that. Really look good. Jonesy, what's up, brother?
All over that.
I've just been doing a bit of work and decided I was chatting away with Al Chafe this morning and then Dave Collier. I thought I'd pop in and say hi there. And I went back and done a little bit of work and looked back up and I seen you. I'm turning into either a stalker or a junkie. I don't
You are a
know. I'm
live master.
just attacking.
I don't know. Wherever you are, it looks cold, brother.
How
Groupie.
you feeling?
Word is groupie. The word is
Oh,
groupie. The word is
okay.
No, you are our roadie.
Well,
You are-
that's more like it. I like that.
Jonesy,
It's
remember,
cold, I'll tell you that.
Jones, you ain't shit unless
Sorry,
you haul some gear, son. Remember that.
That's it, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with
That's
that.
it.
Just,
I was just talking to some guys.
that video. We've not been able to watch it. Gary said it probably recognized that I wasn't old enough.
No, and what it is I put up a little Devil Dog wanted to see some AFL. Put up. I shared a video of somebody else's of the AFL, and they've just said that little section's been blocked, and it's come back with edit that section out, and the rest of the video will be up. So I'm doing that right now.
Oh,
The
it
process
wouldn't let me
might
do
take a
bit
little
of it.
while.
It wouldn't let me
Yeah,
watch
there was
any of
about
it.
it was a 2-hour live, and there was about a minute and a half of this footage and the whole video.
That's just wow. How crazy is that?
But anyway,
you know, the thing of it is
well,
that they
I'll go
turn
and
around and
film
tell
now.
you. They turn around and tell you can get away with using regular commercial music for 15 seconds or under. Okay. Now I've done that a couple of videos. I put some music on that people would recognize right away and stuff like that. So for my intro, I switched it up a little bit, switched the picture, a little bit more animated, and I put Viva Las Vegas in. In the beginning, I just put the music up. You don't hear Elvis singing at all. And that was up for 10 seconds. And they hit me with a copyright.
Once. You'll never
They nailed me
be the
with a copyright.
same again.
Where's his doggies?
Viva Las. Look at that.
Hey,
So,
I think my
so I
daughter's
had to
buying a
take.
dog this weekend, so I'm
I'm
looking
gonna
forward to it.
I'm gonna show you what unconditional love is. I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Now, take your dog and you just lock the dog in the trunk, leave the dog in there for about 30 minutes. You come back, that dog's gonna be just happy as the lark to see you and gonna be kissing all over you. Now,
Do it to your wife.
do it to your wife and come back in 30 minutes. You are a dead man. You are.
I got one better. Just hide the remote.
Oh,
That's like a suicide mission. Cooking with Bobby Joe. She had a good one on today too.
Yeah.
Got yourself a friend there, Johnny.
She made the jalapeno stuffed jalapenos with pepperoni on it. I said, I'm in for that one.
These dogs have gotten me through this surgery, Jonesy. I'm telling you right now, brother.
Hey, I love my boys. I got two
Going
of
with
them.
the painkillers. You still on?
Yeah, that Oxycontin's pretty good stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You still on?
If I
the
got the
painkillers,
one time,
obviously.
No,
I'm
I ain't
one time I
touching
got.
it.
I'm on 4
You
different.
getting hooked on that, but you need to get off.
Yeah, I'm going to, brother. They're going to step me down
Yeah.
onto a non-narco. Yeah, because number one, it stops me up. Yeah, I can't poop or whatever, and then obviously it's a narcotic. You don't want to be hung up on that. But so yeah, I believe that I'm on my last round of narcotics. They'll start stepping me down from here.
See,
I
I
know
don't
it's
do painkillers. I
it's
don't
not-
do them at
I've
all.
had friends. I've had
Yeah.
I
I've
do
had knee
scotch.
surgeries.
I've had
I've
friends
had
with
all
that
kind of
same
stuff.
operation, mate. So
I've never had a back surgery, so I may change my mind with back surgery. But everything they giving me painkillers. They go, "Oh, you gonna be in pain." I will not do them. I broke my shoulder. Would not do them. I can't. I'm not touching them.
well, you can't. You say that, but there's no way. I mean, I
That's what I'm
like.
saying. It might.
Yeah.
I might change my mind with
Yeah.
back surgery. I'll
Oh,
probably
yeah.
change my mind with this.
sure.
I've jumped out of helicopters, airplanes. I've broken almost every bone you can imagine. But when you have 3 weeks later, Mike, and it feels like you could still feel them jackhammering on your spine, you're gonna take the dope. You're gonna take the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the
Yep.
reason why is I when I broke my shoulder back in 1986, they gave me. I was in some serious pain, and
See you
they
later,
gave me
Marcel.
Demerol. They gave me Demerol through an injection or IV through IV, and
Yep.
that stuff. I could not have told you my name. That's how much that stuff affected me. Because I tell people, if it says may cause drowsiness, you can blow taps over me because
Well,
I'm out.
IV. I was on fentanyl.
Uh-huh.
In the last part of my recovery out of surgery. Then I was on Dilaudid IV. And once I got off the IV, I've been on Oxycontin now for about 2 weeks. And so, yeah, they're stepping me down.
That's good. That's
They'll
good.
probably put you on tramadol from there.
I believe that is the next step, Tom.
Yeah, tramadol.
Next one, yeah.
And that's non-habit forming. I tell you what, that'll actually help you make you sleep better.
And when I was awake, when I'd wake up with that and I still had it in my system, I was seeing stuff that wasn't there. And I'm like, nope. Mike ain't doing this. Mike ain't doing this. Mike ain't doing this.
I've been down that road, but that was self-induced.
Exactly.
This guy right here.
Hey,
Look, it's this guy right here.
down here in the corner.
Does this stuff come with flashbacks?
Yeah, I tell you, I got a mate. Honestly, we'd be sitting out the back having a barbecue or a talk or chin wagon, just hanging out, and then he'd go, "Whoa!" And I go, I'm looking in the sky. He's going, "Can you see that?" And I said, "See what?" He said, "I know it can't be there, but there's a pink elephant. Look at it." Whoa. And he's freaking out, and I'm just saying, here, mate, have another scotch. Just relax.
There you go. Oh, scotch.
That would scare me if my friends started talking like that. I think I'd be afraid of them.
I'd be wondering if something was wrong with me because I wasn't seeing it.
Right.
Exactly. Let me have what he's having, please, and make it a double. We got to
Yep.
catch up.
Well, my wife tells me that when they took me out of the X-ray room, that I told her to find out what it was they gave me and get a 6-pack of it.
The doctors over here prescribed cannabis for me mate who's had his last. My son-in-law's had the where they put the titanium and they hold your spine together in a certain. Well, I can't remember what lumps they are, but down the lower back. He come off on a speedway bike and he broke his back, and he's lucky to be walking, to be honest. And my other friend is a musician. He done his back, and he had he's got titanium. He's got more titanium in him. He's worth a fortune when he dies. They said the titanium's expensive, like. But he's the one, and the doctor. He had to get off the painkillers, and they give him cannabis. Legal cannabis, but he does more than legal cannabis. He has his own little plants out the back that he grows, but you can grow your own. Yeah, you can grow your own here and use it, but I'm sure he uses more than what he grows. But he got off it that way. But he's one of those guys doing that.
Out here it's legal.
Well,
so you can go buy it anywhere, but the problem is there's no place to smoke it. Can't smoke it in public. You can only smoke it in your house. Where I live, they have no smoking whatsoever. Anything, vapes, anything in the apartments that we're in. So they'll have these ultra sensitive smoke detectors for people who try to sneak smoking or whatever. So they're talking about, and in fact, they went in trial right now for a place to smoke marijuana, because you can't, even in the hotels and the casinos, not allowed. Can't smoke in the rooms, non-smoking rooms and stuff. You can smoke in the casino, but not marijuana. So now they're opening up these, almost like a hookah lounge, I guess, where you can go into a cigar bar or something like that, where you can go buy your pot and smoke it. So it's a win. It's a win-win.
Can you imagine in a place like that?
Oh yeah.
Imagine the smell on your clothes, but imagine the. Like,
you don't even have to buy. Just go and hang out. You'll get a contact high.
Right.
Man, I've hung out with musos, and I've come home, and my wife's just gone, "Oh man, get that jumper off. Get in the washing machine. You stink." And from not from sweating. I can tell you that. It's just hanging around these guys.
I may be the only one from my generation that never tried it pot at all. I have never had it.
No,
I have bought a bunch.
My middle name was Lab Rat.
I had bought a bunch while I was undercover. You could fill a pickup truck with how much the back end of a pickup truck, and we talking about the big ass pickup truck.
Wow,
was what I bought, but never ever tried it.
Well, when you burn the candle at both ends, you got to do something to keep moving. We work 7 days a week, and I'd start at 10 in the morning and go to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning by the time you get done, 7 nights a week.
Now, John, did they give you a card for when you go through the airport?
They haven't yet, but so in 3 weeks exactly from today, or the 22nd of September, I'm supposed to have a debriefing, I guess, surgery debriefing of what they're going to do, x-rays and CT scans of the hardware, the titanium and the carbon fiber, the spacer that they put in my L5 space, that there's no disc there. So what they're going to do is they're going to provide me with those photos, those x-ray photos. I'm going to actually give you guys those. I'm going to put those on my page, show you before and afters, so you can actually see really what they did to me. But yes, from what I understand, every element that they used, even the screws, are non-detectable in conventional metal detectors. There's no iron in it. So that's what I'm told. But yes, I will be given a yellow card or whatever color card it is that, NTSA. Of course, I'm pre-board anyway, so I'll just present that in my package.
Oh, okay.
Here I am. I'm what's called 100% permanent and total disabled from the VA. So I just get whatever I want pretty much. I get first class boarding and all that. So I just present that in my packet, and
There you
they'll
go.
wand me most likely. But yeah, the thing is the way I look, I get, I get strange looks everywhere I look. I mean,
Yeah.
everywhere I
I mean,
go for security
down.
purposes, they expect I'm going to have a bag of weed on me or some Coke or something. I've never done Coke. Mike, you're one of the rare people who's never done pot. I've never done Coke. Now I've done a little pot here and there. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy it. If it's good enough pot, but I've never done Coke or anything stronger than Coke. Other than, like I said, Dilaudid and fentanyl they gave me for surgery, but I've just never been a druggie, although I look like one,
Yeah,
I've never been a druggie. What is that, Tom? Is that
My
your
leg.
leg?
that's his leg with the
Yeah.
pins in it.
Oh,
Okay.
I see that. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh.
The 13 screws, 4 plates, and look at the one on my ankle. Okay, and this was in January. I asked the surgeon, I said, "Would you get a new Makita for Christmas, for crying out loud?"
This January?
No, that's back in 2014. That was.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's what I deal with all the time. I mean, that's the pain. I can tell you when it's going to rain, man.
No. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I am feeling now, because we're getting rain here in North Texas finally again. I feel like when there's any pressure changes, I feel it, man.
Now living out here, okay, it's very dry. I've been great this year. Now, so this year was the first year that they had a lot of rain, a lot of humidity. Okay, nothing like what you have humidity wise, or Florida, what I was used to, but I could feel it. I can actually feel it. When we get in a storm or something. And there again, it doesn't last a long time. So, but you will feel it. You will know when you got weather coming.
Yeah.
Pressures
now-
and pressures and just the dampness. I mean,
Yeah.
Now, Gary said, Beltluke said, Tammy called, and so he had to put the thing on pause and leave the room. And he said, "Can y'all just repeat everything we did in the last 10 minutes so he can catch up?"
No.
No.
yeah. See, now with
You're just
Gary,
gonna
he
have
was-
to live with the. You're gonna have to live with the unknown.
there
Dang.
you go. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Looks like a video game.
Little
That's
erector
fine.
set.
Wow.
That's
An
me,
erector
mate.
set in your spine.
Jones,
Hey.
that's you.
No, that's not
Yeah.
me. That's my mate,
Oh.
my best friend. Yeah,
Oh
he's-
my goodness. Oh, he
Jesus.
does look like a Lincoln log set, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Bill. Look. You know what? I've been meaning to ask you the past couple of days.
Gee.
Are you affected with the water in your area? I know you're close to Jackson, but I see when I do watch the news, I did see something flash on my phone about they're having water problems, contaminated water, real bad, and
How'd the water get contaminated?
flooding. They had a bunch of flooding, and all of now the pressure.
Oh, okay.
The pressure's
Okay.
down. The governor was on saying about how
Right
That's-
on, Jonesy.
that's-
Right on, brother.
Well, that's him on stage
affected.
anyway.
Thanks.
He's not affected.
He's got a
But,
cool look, that's for sure, man.
Yeah, that's the Odd Collective, ALT. If you ever
Okay.
get a chance to check him out on YouTube, he's a nice guy.
I always
Nice.
love watching people do what they do, man. It makes me feel alive, dude.
Matt, life's all about music.
Yeah.
Music and food, the two things, I reckon.
Who was it? Mike or Tom? One of y'all said it earlier. Exact.
Yeah. That's my two passions right there.
Yeah.
There you go. How you going with your set list there, Tom?
I got pretty much going through it. I mean, some of it's pretty basic and everything. The only thing that's bothering me is that some of the stuff they have is like coming from orchestras and stuff like that. With like Neil Diamond and stuff like that. And I don't read music, so I'm not fretting it. You know what I mean? But some of the jazzier stuff, I'm not a jazz drummer, so
Mhm.
I'll have to do it my way and whatever. But this thing should be taking place sooner rather than later. I know he's having trouble getting he has a keyboard player to play with him for about 20 some years. And all of a sudden now the guy's in trouble with the IRS. So I said, I don't know how the IRS works, but it might have take his keyboards away from him.
Gee,
I don't know.
I got a spare one over my shoulder here. Where is it? Well, I gotta go that
I had
way.
a friend. I had a friend who had a band, and he had a girl in there, and all she did was just bang on a tambourine. That was all she ever did.
I
And
t-
I said,
yeah.
why is she in there just banging on the tambourine? He said, because she's purty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He
We're,
said, you
we're,
got all of us ugly ass people, and we got her there because she's purty. I said,
I mean, we're trying
okay.
to we're trying to create stuff, and you know, let's face it, we're all trying to get a monetize and everything, get 1,000 subscribers and all that stuff. I told Marie one day, I said, this is crazy. I said, look at this one woman can't cook a lick, but she had a bikini on, cooking in the kitchen. I said, I don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing.
as well. Yeah.
So I said, maybe
she knows.
I said, well, you know what? Maybe I'll put a potato in my pants, and we'll film that. And Marie's smart ass turns around and says, make sure you put it in the front.
Tina, he hit one.
Good for you,
He
Marie.
hit one.
So you heard that one? I haven't checked the settings yet. It's obviously audio. Go to
But
the
yeah,
settings.
Tom, I'm with you, Tom. I cannot stand these overnight sensei, these pretty little cutesy girls get up there. They don't know jack about jack. They got 1.1 million subscribers. They couldn't even come in out of the rain.
Right.
It's all computerized.
Because the way they look, and then here's people like me who actually been doing it for a while, and I can't get a lick. It's
hard.
I mean, I'm ugly. They got cool with that, but still, geez.
YouTube keeps recommending them to me, and I keep telling them, quit recommending this channel. Quit recommending this channel. I don't want to see it.
I'm going to do a couple of
they're dressed in next to nothing. One lady, actually, she's in the thumbnail. She's got is an apron, in full front, but it's
sex sells, man. It's sad.
And I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Mike, I got a saying that I always live by. I may be ugly, but at least I'm dumb.
Yeah. I got one says I may be ugly, but at least I'm good at it.
That's right. That's right. I'm pretty good old boy when I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I look good when I play with Milli Vanilli.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. You can't do that. Marie, can you vouch for me on this? I have all confidence. You ain't going to be able to do a 24-hour live with part of it with you sleeping because it's going to be a snore fest for you.
I heard you talking about that before.
Where you're snoring. It won't be a silent live. It won't be a live. It won't be a silent live.
Al Chafe.
I don't snore.
Al Chafe just done his 24, and he told me apart from the viewing hours that boosted up, he picked up about 60 subs on that, and they all all stuck. And then
holy smoke,
he done the 11:55 minutes, and then he done the 11 hours 55 minutes, and then his wife asked him to cook breakfast, so he went back live again for another 5 hours after that, and that's when he was really tired, and it was really fun.
That's a hell of a breakfast, 5 hours. Gee,
it is.
I agree with you, Bill Luke.
It was a lot of fun. But,
I mean, I do the 2-minute omelet. About all I'm good for.
What I did I put up a short. I mean, this thing come up quick. Marie says, "You're gonna make a video today?" I said, "No, I'm not." But I was cooking steaks. I got the phone over the pan, bing, bing, bing. Put up, got 3,000 views, short, bang, like that. Man. Okay. I picked up 10 subscribers
from the short.
Marie went, "Oh look, you're going over 800." I said, "Yeah, watch tomorrow morning. I'll be down 15."
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. They come in and they swoop. I don't understand. Here would be my solution. Okay. With YouTube. If I subscribe to somebody, okay, and they think I'm a bot, they should send me a message back. YouTube should send me a message back. Did you subscribe to this channel? And you hit either yes or a no.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't. And then take it off that and or leave it go. They're playing with a lot of people right now because now they just switched that I've seen. They're going to make if you do shorts, okay, and it has something to do with your channel, they'll link that short to your channel. So in other words, it'll combine it.
Yeah.
Right now, I mean, before they were separate.
Well, that happened because the shorts broke the algorithm,
Yep. Yep.
and now they had to go in and fix it and make it where it was otherwise because
Yeah.
the
So
short
now it's being counted. They'll turn around now, and you can have your shorts and eat them too. You know what I mean? So
Well,
it'll go
yeah.
along with your channel. But if you have a cooking channel and you put up something about a horse show, forget about it. It's not going to work.
So let me ask you a question on that, Tom. You know, I have a vast amount of photo gallery that I have designated for some of my bigger casino wins, but they're just photos. Can I go in there and do a voiceover video and tell stories about each little one as they scroll across, even though it has nothing to do with barbecue, but it's also part of what I do is gambling? Would that count against me, or would that help me, or does it not matter?
On that part of it wouldn't matter unless you had a series of videos on gambling. You see what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
like me right now. Okay, I have another channel that I don't push, but seniors, food, and life. Okay, and it's what we grow or what do we do, shop or whatever. Okay, now I'll put a short up on that. Okay, and I'll take that same short and put it up on my the keto one. Right? They don't overlap, but it's the same video, so it goes to where you're at. So, like you did your short with playing the guitar. Okay, somewhere along the line, you need to put something up, a video up, okay, about playing. Okay, and then it'll all come together that way.
Well, so if you read my about bio and you watch my about video, it says what I'm doing. But I think what I'm going to do, because I can't really cook at the moment, I think I'm going to do a short vlog on each guitar in my collection and how it became my guitar, and why it's in my collection. And that way I can do it because I can do that from my couch. And I think people might be interested. Jonesy musicians, Tom, y'all might be interested in knowing why and how I got that guitar.
Make sure you do it on your phone, okay, and also put that in with as you put it in, that being that I'm not cooking right now, this is what I want to do, and try to incorporate it all together, and everything will go on to your. That's the new status, is what they're just saying now.
I can't get new viewers, man. I mean, it's like I got Dookie on my shoe or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stuck. I mean, I got as far up as I got, but then bang, it just stalls, and then it'll come and go. So,
mate, jump on some lives, mate. Jump on when you see Devil Dog and that, and jump on. Honestly, get on the panel. I don't do a whole heap of videos.
Hello, Paige.
Hey, Paige.
I do a few videos, but I've got to do more videos for my channel.
Hi. Now you can hear me. Hear me?
Paige, how you doing?
I just told her what you said, John. I just told her what you said, and she had something she wanted me to say.
I just wanted to say thank you so much. I appreciate the thoughts and the prayers.
We're here, Paige. We're fighting with you, sweetie.
Hey, Paige. Mike wants me to let him have this for a while. Okay,
so
it's the bell that he rings it for Marie to bring him water.
Oh.
I can just download an app. I mean,
oh crap! I just rang the bell. I'm going to get hit in the head with something.
Yeah, either that or you're going to get water thrown on you.
Yeah, I need that bill, right? That bill's for me, right? Hi,
Hey, Marie.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
The Brady
Well, I appreciate y'all thinking about me and him, because he's taken great care of me, and it's a lot.
It's a two-way street, kiddo. Believe me.
It is.
Two-way
He's
street.
half the man he used to be, so they'll see in the pictures.
Yeah.
That's Radio Jonesy. He is in Tasmania, Australia.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And
it is
John,
cool.
Barbecue Rockstar, it is cool there because it's winter. He's in Dallas.
Okay. Everybody's all spread out.
And you know where that clown above him is.
Yeah. in the gambling state.
Yes.
It was lovely Marie.
Where they have decriminalized virtually everything.
Where did that noise come from?
That's Jonesy. He's got more sound effects.
I
And
love that. That sounded
Yeah,
very magical.
Gotta point that way.
Jonesy has
him.
got a studio. I mean,
You don't. Yeah, I got a mixing desk just down here, and I can do the crowd cheers.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, the crowd laughs very slowly.
Hey, Elder, get my room.
Yeah, wasn't that funny? Come on, wasn't that funny? Honestly,
hey, I get no respect.
That
Yeah,
is
I got no
awesome.
respect. Huh? Everybody get my room.
that's it.
Well, I'm gonna run because I haven't eaten my dinner, but I just want to say thank you all, and I appreciate it, and I love it that you all have this, and I love hearing him laughing here, talking to you guys. So it's awesome. But thank
It's
you
part
again.
of the gang.
Bye.
Take care, Paige.
So, Jonesy, say that again, please. I kind of, you said jump up on people's panel. I only get up there when people ask me to, because I don't feel like it's my place to necessarily just say, hey, can I come up? I'm trying to be very, very quiet, but
Yeah, don't be
like
quiet.
with you guys, I got no problem asking you guys because y'all are like family to me. Some of these channels that I don't correspond with on the daily, you know, like Sheena, I would have no problem asking her, but some people that you don't really feel
Thanks,
close,
Gary.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
but
I'm
I
sure
know that gives
there's
you
a
a
fabulous
visual.
community, mate. There's a fabulous community out there, and everyone sort of overlaps a bit, like the cooking and then the barbecuers and the music guys, the preppers, all that sort of stuff. It's sort of like an overlap that people like yourself and people like me, I've just stumbled in upon, and people just seem to. I can talk, as you can tell, I can talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles, and people will still hear me. But yeah, no, it's I went from Devil Dog was talking to me, and he just said, "Welcome to the community." Where we had a bit of a chat after a live, and basically said, "Where are you at?" And I said, "I'm at about 21 subs," and that was about 6 weeks ago. And I'm not pushing hard. I'm not trying anything. I'm just coming on and saying hi. I'm putting out a local video or something that gets me motivated to do something different. And what I've got to do is fix the floor in here, because every time I do this, the camera, the whole desk, everything shakes. So one of the piers isn't connecting right underneath the desk here. So it's 100 and anyway, this is a long story, but I'll get back to the focus. Yeah, just be yourself, mate, because I enjoy your comments, your chatter, your talk. You've got time now because obviously you're at home. Just go, hi guys, it's Johnny. I'm the barbecue rock star. I used to be in a band. I used to do this. I still want to get back to it. This is what I'm going to do when I'm healthy. I love cooking this. I love cooking that, mate. People will just take to you, and it will snowball along, like, for sure. Because
Well, you know, I appreciate that, Jonesy. When I first started this channel, well, so I started in 2020, and I only had 1 or 2 videos the whole year. And then last year, between last year till now, currently the last 365 days, I put up 50 some odd videos because at first I was just going to put up one every 6 weeks or something. But now, because I got all these people that I know, right? I want to share what it is that I'm doing with people. But now that I'm starting to get in the whole algorithm measurements and all that, and I see like my gambling folks, one guy started a channel a few weeks ago. He's already got like, I don't know, 1.3 thousand subs, and he's not doing anything I wasn't doing. You know, it's like people don't care. They want to see the exciting stuff. They want to see the girl in the bikini. They want to see the guy losing $1,000 a hand. You know, they don't care about people like me necessarily who have something to say, like legitimately say through my work.
you'd be surprised.
You know, that's the way I feel. You know, I just don't feel like I'm getting my point across. And so I don't want to just come in, hey, Jonesy, can I come up on your panel? because I feel like nobody cares, right? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it
No,
does.
but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, if I'm going to do a regular live with Blue from England, and she wants to talk about England, and I'll talk about Australia, and we haven't set a time for it yet, but we're going to set that up this weekend, hopefully. And mate, you're welcome anytime, and you're welcome, mate. You're welcome in my house if you're ever over here. So,
well, your house. I'm scared of haunted houses.
It's an old one.
Oh, Christ, Marie, don't even go there with Marie, will you?
Mate,
2 tickets to Tasmania, please. She wants to do a story on a ghost.
yeah, come out. Like all you guys are welcome to. Just if you're ever in town, just hit us up, and I'm sure we got a spare room somewhere.
See that's the thing. I mean, a lot of times at night, Gary goes on at midnight. Okay, so at night, a lot of times I'll take melatonin for me to sleep. Okay,
every night. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Gary all the time says to me, "Tom, come up. Tom, you can come up. Anybody can come up. Tom, come on, come up." Okay, I'm 10 toes. I'm watching them on a big screen TV, and I'm ready to go out. I mean, and then for me to try to focus typing on my phone, forget about it. I mean, and other nights I'm ready to go up and this and that or whatever, But one night I went on a live, and I had no clue who the person was. Just let me try this. I didn't know how to do it, and it was people knitting. I had no business being anywhere near that. You know what I mean?
Well, you do pick
the
and
only thing I
choose.
try to make a joke out of it is that I did weave bacon one time, just to get the point across. But I mean, it was like, yeah, and some people they're like a brown pair of shoes in a tuxedo shop. You know what I mean? Jonesy, you need Visine, baby.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You need some Visine. Oh, that one looks pretty good.
Yeah,
you have a cataract or a Rinkin, one of the two. I don't know.
No, he's got a dye or something.
No, I've got pterygium. You know, pterygiums. The skin that grows. It's like a cataract. The skin grows across, and the sun just keeps it. This one. This one.
Yeah, you need Visine, brother.
If you look that way.
That's ugly.
Yeah, thanks, man. And
sorry,
what they do,
I love you, but damn, that's ugly.
You know what they do? You know how they cut that off? You know, I've had it done 3 times in my. Oh, get up there, you little bugger! Stupid camera. 3 times I've gone under the knife for that, and they
really.
They stick your eyes open, right? You can't blink, obviously, so the eyes have got like a matchstick thing holding your eye open, and they say look that way, and you got to look that way as the blade comes in, and it cuts it away. Oh man, it's really uncomfortable. So I'm letting that one grow and grow and grow until it's the last minute before I get that one redone.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it looks like your bloodshot eye. It looks like you've had a few beers in the morning. You know, like some people look at your eyes and they're red and they go, geez, what's wrong with you? And they go, it's all good, mate. You get sick of saying the story. So you say, I just had a few drinks last night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, mate, jump on lives, say hi, use your personality because you got one. Just be yourself.
Well, thank you, Jonesy. I'm to the point now where I just don't give a damn. I don't think I'll ever be monetized. I didn't start this thing to make money. I'm semi-retired. I don't care about money. I don't care about an image. I have a local following here that serves me quite well. I don't really care about any of that. I care more about learning what you do and what they do and what he does and what she does. What I do is non-remarkable in my eyes. I'm just a local guy that cooks, plays a little guitar. I'm in a band. I have a pretty good following here, but it's just depressing because I see so many doing so little and getting the biggest rewards, and then vice versa. And some people are sledging it out and can't get a grip. You know, it's just I guess that's my beef with YouTube. It's just like, really? So I'm not in it for the monetization. I don't think I'll ever get to 1,000. If I do, who gives a rat's ass? I'm in it for you guys because I love y'all. Y'all are good people, and all the people out there, Gary, Belt Lube, Devil Dog, Sheen, all them people. I don't give a rat's ass about the algorithms. You know, y'all can shove that right. I'll go to the casino if I want to deal with algorithms. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's
seriously how it is, man. I don't give a damn.
But like what I do now, like I find people that I enjoy, and I get on there and chat, or I follow them and watch their stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's what I do. And then for a hobby, then I look at my numbers and go, hang on, let me just jump across to this tab. And it says,
My
wow,
analytics just suck. I'm like, why do I even look at this crap?
I'm at 165.
Yeah.
I go, woohoo. I've gained about 10 people having a look, and I'll look again maybe next week and I might be 170. But
Welcome back, Alan.
It's a hobby. It's more of a hobby, that
Yeah.
side of
What
it.
about what about this, Jonesy? So I sub to a guy, right? Somebody will make a comment on my page and I haven't seen him in a while. I go, oh, I need to go check in on them. They're checking on me. I need to check on them. And I go and I'm not even subscribed, but yet I met him in a chat. I went to their page during the chat. I hit subscribe. I hit the bell notification icon. I know I subbed and now I'm not subbed. How is that happening?
It happens to everyone, mate. It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Why did that happen? I understand.
See, what happens is when you respond to somebody like that, say somebody, I mean, if you use the dreaded word sub, I subscribe to you, okay, that throws up a red flag. Now, honestly, I want to know who's actually watching, because there's like a billion people on YouTube. You know what I mean?
It is the algorithm.
There's some kind of red flag that comes up. So now people say, well, if somebody subscribes to you, you should wait a day or so and then go on to their site and leave a meaningful comment and watch for 3 minutes. If that was the case, okay, I'd still be in the room right now looking at, from a year ago, looking at people. That's almost impossible.
That's right.
Same thing with a short. Okay, people say I don't like shorts, this and that. I tell you what, shorts got me a lot of a lot of views.
That's right.
I have one that's 163,270, I think, views. Okay,
Tom, you're not even that funny, dude.
No, listen now. No, listen. Hold on. And the problem with that is the problem with that is this was a whimsical thing that I took, boom, 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 and it hit like that. Something I put my heart and soul into to come up with some decent music. Okay, it's 21 views.
Right. That's my whole contention.
So when you put up, what I want to know is when you put up a video, okay, does that automatically just go out into YouTube land, or does somebody actually place it somewhere? Right. I think that's what's happening with a lot of people, is that actually being held back. There's a lot. Don't forget, they're an advertising company.
Yeah,
that's what they do. They advertise
revenue.
Okay,
yeah.
So I have one video right now that just turned 7,900 views on me making a Chinese dish with Mike. What's that? Egg life wraps. I've cut into noodles. First time ever doing it. That's got 7,900 views. Been up 7 months ago, and every day it's still gaining a couple hundred views a clip. Okay. I had no idea. That's because YouTube took that one in particular and put ads to it.
Yeah.
I got 300 videos
that you're not getting paid for, but they are.
Right. Yep. But I still got the exposure getting out there. So I'm slowly creeping up. So I think they hold people back a little bit. Okay.
Alan, type Keto M, all one word, and it'll drop your link.
Has any of you made any money yet off YouTube?
Nope.
No.
All right. Well, I'll show you this. I'm on YouTube. I'm not making money either, but I'm on Rumble. And does that look? That's my overview there. If you can see it.
I've got an account over on Rumble. I ought to start trying to post over there too.
Yeah, well, I'm posting
never
there.
Heard of Rumble before. I mean, when I was a kid, we used to rumble on.
Yeah, well, you can't.
I do have a video over there.
Yeah, well, I'll have to find you. But I'm as ARI Radio, Australian Radio, Indie Radio.
Okay.
But
all right.
And all I do there is put up music clips and stuff, and
see, anyway. That's the other thing with the music part of it. I mean, they hammer so many people because of the copyrights and stuff like that on there. So I know somebody, okay, personally, who was on a live. They had a live, okay, and somebody come on, was in their car, and had the radio on.
Yeah. They'll copyright you for that. Yeah.
Even television.
Not only copyright, they give them a strike.
Well, all that does, that just takes any monies away that you would have gotten paid. $1.50 you would have gotten paid for that video. They just take it. It's not that big a deal, I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, two more strikes and they'll throw them off the air. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, come on, they have a little consideration with them. So it's like I said, they're a business. They're a billion dollar company.
World.
And we get, but the only everybody else that I talk to about with TikTok and stuff, TikTok only pays you 8%, okay, of the total revenue that you generate. Okay, here is 50-50. All right. A couple other places are a little bit more or a little bit less. Okay, so you have to, and each one now, what they're doing is if you take a short from YouTube and you send it over to TikTok, they're not going to accept it. They're not going to let it. Yeah. So YouTube is trying to get a little bit more like TikTok and everybody else with the shorts, that Instagram and stuff like that. So you got to be careful if you have two different accounts and you're using YouTube. In other words, you put something up on YouTube for a short and then take that same video and try to put it over on TikTok without changing it. They're gonna hammer you with it.
So what's the deal with the short? It can only be 30 seconds or 45 seconds. What's the deal on that?
60 seconds, under a minute.
Okay.
Music under 15 or under if you put commercial music on it. Okay. So they say the best thing to do with a short.
I had some that
is 30 seconds. It would be the top one to do. Now I've seen people get away with putting 15 seconds of music on, and then the rest of it nothing. You know what I mean? Whatever they're talking, whatever was going on. So there's no set rules. I mean, they give you
Peter North.
They give you some of these things, and if you don't understand what's going on, you get hammered. You know,
the rules change as the surf conditions flow one way or the other way to suit them. So that it's what they do. But you know, I'll be amazed if they do anything with the lives. You know how they do. Everyone's getting their watch hours by doing lives. Imagine if they took that off and said you can only get watch hours off a video. Man, people will just give the game away, because how hard would it be to get everyone to watch hours and hours of a 5-minute video or a 15-minute video, or you know.
Yeah. Now Triple B Barbecue, he on one of his lives a week or two ago, he had said that there's a thing on Google that you can absolutely buy a copyrighted song, and you can use it for a video, and they'll send you whatever the price is. It might be $1, it could be $3,000, you know, whatever the price is, but they'll send you. You pay them, you can use that music, and only one time on that video, and it can constantly play over and over again. But they'll send you like a letter that you can post if YouTube and stuff. That sounds okay to me. I mean, it's some of the music to some of the videos will really absolutely work. Will get you there. You know what I mean? But to go through the aggravation, I have to post that stuff all the time.
So so Tom, if I'm playing guitar, just on a live, and I'm playing guitar, everybody's going to play songs that they know and everybody else knows, like campfire songs. So as long as I play less than 15 seconds of any clip, song,
as long as it doesn't sound like the original tone, the original recording, the original
Jonesy, it won't.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If you sing a song live, like I've recorded plenty of bands live, only about maybe once or twice it was actually struck because they said it's this song, and I said, yeah, okay, no worries, it is. But other times I've filmed the same band singing other songs of theirs, of their own stuff, and it goes through to the keeper because it's not word for word, tone for tone, chorus for chorus. You know, it's just not the same.
See, Jones, I don't buy that one, because you know what? My earlier, I was making my own drum beats with stuff. Okay, and YouTube copyrighted me. They sent me a warning. I said, "What are you talking about? It's playing the drums. I mean, you can't tell what song it is." Well, it has the same beat that this certain song has.
It's a computer.
Bullshit. Yeah, so all been done before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Do they know how many songs have the same beat on a lot of them?
Especially from a drummer. Come on, you know.
Look,
it's an
let
I
algorithm.
mean,
Zeppelin.
what is it? This it's the same. What is it? God Save the Queen is the same as God Bless America.
Yeah.
So I think Jonesy, I think what John is looking at is that if he played a song, okay, 15 seconds or less into the video, whether it's a short or regular video,
Yeah.
you can get away with that.
Yeah. Hey, go to my channel, Australian Radio Indie TV, and watch a few videos there. And 99.9% of them are all royalty free. Like the copyright from the filming or the band or whoever have either given me permission or the recording was just not the same. So you can, and some of them are cover songs, obviously. Some of them are covering other bands, and yeah, all that stuff goes through. So you can record yourself, put it out there. And the beauty of it, if you do something and you put a bit of time into it, obviously, but you do it and you upload it, it tells you then and there whether it's cleared or not. So you know, if you do something and you only put a minute in and it says no, it's no good, well, then you can not upload that video.
Go back and put a band, right? You got to put music over, cover it up.
Yes, but you don't have to. You can either depends what I would do. Like, just say I had a band here, and we wanted to do a song, and I make the clip, I put it on it's on my computer, I upload it, and then it goes. I leave everything where it is, and when they say it's been, this little section is no good, well, I'll go back to the original video, and edit that little section so that little section is not there anymore, and then put something else there. That's what I do, but it doesn't happen too often.
I got upset with them because I did a short, and they recommended the song to put with it, and I used it.
Well, that's crazy.
And then they hit me with a copyright on it, and I'm like, "You, dadgummit, you're the one told me that." Said, "Why don't you try this one?"
I lost 1,500 views over the chicken dance.
Luckily, I only had a couple of hundred views that I lost over that because it would not let me edit it and change it. It said, "Nope, you're gonna have to delete this."
Well, I had seen now the exclusives. Now you got to be careful with exclusive copyrights. Okay, I did my new intro. I put in Viva Las Vegas. Okay, remember I shortened it up to 7 seconds. Well, that didn't fly.
Viva Las Vegas. Yeah. I love that song.
And they hammered me again, so I had to take everything down and redo the whole thing again. And, you know, so there's certain ones that you need to really be careful with what you do. But I was playing along with Doobie Brothers, drumless Doobie Brothers, okay, Long Train, and I did that 15 seconds in front of my one of my videos. Never had a problem. Didn't have a problem with it. So, yeah, you just gotta be just pick and choose. That's why what I do now is before I put anything on, okay, before I publish it, I put it up and I schedule for another time. Let it run its course, and by the time everything catches up with YouTube, and then I'll let me know if I have a strike or if I have any kind of copyright or anything like that on it. So I'm like a couple days ahead to making sure, even if putting photos up, if you put a photo up, okay, and if it's not the right stuff, they'll copyright you on that also, because people are getting away they're just curbing it. Because when you do a short, okay, they'll put an extra second on it.
Yeah.
So if you do 15 seconds right to the 15-second mark, when you get to YouTube, it's up 16.
Yep.
Okay. So they may give you 1 or 2 seconds leeway, you know, with the music and stuff. So, but I've been putting it up as long as I do it on my phone. I can't do it on my computer. For some reason, I can't put a short on my computer. It won't come up right. So I do everything, all the shorts I do on my phone.
I do it on the phone too.
Yeah. Then I'll just scroll through music, whatever music it is, and put it up and everything. I did that steak and I did the Beatles. I Want You, you know, to go along with the steak. And that one took off like amazing. It just was phenomenal.
I Want You, the Beatles.
Yeah.
How's that one go?
You never heard that?
Why
I
are we
want
talking Jews anyway?
Huh?
Ha 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 ha.
Huh?
I want you to want me. I want you to
We're gonna have
want
to
me.
copyright you, sir, right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't sing like them guys. I sound like a dumb Australian singing a song.
Too
Hey,
funny.
I've got an appointment in about 50 minutes, so I'm going to have to drop off here and go for a bit of a trim and a
Okay.
shave. And
Well, Jonesy, thank you
Yeah.
for coming by. Nice seeing
You
you
got to
again.
do all the S's.
yes, let me say that. Yes, probably, but I'd have a shower. I can
yes.
tell you that.
You know what all the S's are, don't you, Jonesy?
I won't say the first one, but a shower and a shave for sure.
Yeah.
And a shine.
Poo poo.
A shine.
Uh-huh.
What did a friend say to me? A friend said to me the other day, which I didn't work out until the last. Took about 2 minutes to drop. She said it was. I've got to take the kids to the pool, and I went okay.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't understand what she was.
Drop the kids.
Drop the
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
off at the pool.
Yeah, I got to. Well, she said I got to take the kids to the pool, and I said okay.
I got to drop the Browns out at the pool.
I'm saying it's too
Oh.
it's too cold. Who'd be going swimming in this weather? And then and like an idiot just going straight over the top.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for having me up, and I'll catch you somewhere. I'll probably have you still going in the audio, and yeah, take care, Johnny. I'll have to check out your guitar videos, mate. Definitely do them.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
And you two up top, keep cooking and losing that weight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm jumping on that bandwagon.
I might even be a
on.
skeleton for Halloween.
Bellu says take the Browns to the Super Bowl. That'll be the only way the Browns get to the Super Bowl.
Oh, Mike, you want to go there?
We'll leave with that one. We'll leave with that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Any Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry.
All right. See you next time.
Take care, guy. Mike, you just lost 10 views.
It was a joke. I take it all back. Hey, my Falcons ain't won one. They have been to two, but they have lost both of them. Got the worst loss in the history of it.
Jonesy's a great guy, isn't he? Jonesy's a great guy. I mean, he when you get in talking to him and everything like that, he's just got that calming voice, and you can have a nice conversation with him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'd like to have 4 or 5 pints with him, see what he's really made out of.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the truth serum.
That's right.
No matter how you add it up. Have a couple scotches, I'll tell you a tale of woe.
Hey, you let him know what's coming, don't you, Tom?
Yeah.
Beltluke says I just lost both Brown fans.
Yeah.
Oh me, I'm sorry. I do take it all back. I just couldn't resist the joke. I couldn't resist it. I went for the low hanging fruit. I went.
Because I can't jump anymore, so I got to make sure I do that. The low hanging stuff.
Oh, I meant to tell you, Tom, because I know you grew up doing it. I don't know if you still do it or not, but you were a Mets fans growing up, right? Mets.
Oh yeah.
We went to the ball game a couple of weeks ago. It was all.
I know. I seen a picture.
Okay. Well, anyway, wait.
Atlanta beat the Mets. Okay.
Yeah, we did. But we were surrounded by Mets fans where we were sitting, and they were going on. And I said, "All right. I want to see how good a Mets fan y'all are. Tell me how the Mets got their colors."
I have no idea.
It was a combination of Dodger blue and Giants orange.
Yeah, that they lost. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I said, okay, that may have been a little hard. Let's try a simple one. What is Mets short for?
Metropolitan.
Yeah, they didn't get it.
That's what it was called. I was a Yankee fan growing up as a kid. I mean, I had every baseball card you could think of the Yankees from, I guess, from 1960 on. Okay, until my father hated the Yankees, couldn't stand the Yankees. My father was a Giant fan. Okay, Brooklyn Giants, I guess they were. And when they moved out to when they moved out to San Francisco, he was just like devastated. He would never root for the Yankees the whole bit. So when I was a kid, watching, Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, I mean the whole gamut. He told me he came into the living room one day and he told me, "Turn that crap off." Whoa, that's the Yankees. I'm watching the game. Shut that off. Well, I had to sit through probably 3 grueling years of watching him watch the Mets. Their ass handed to him. Didn't know what day it was, half of them. And then I switched over. And I mean, just I was a Met fan for quite a few years.
Hey guys,
But then when I lived in
okay, sure.
But
John.
then when I lived in Houston, okay, one of my accounts, well, actually 2 of my accounts was the Houston Oilers and the Astros. That's when they were still National League. And we used to load up our Mayflower truck and take their equipment to the airport for every away game they had. Same with the football. So they were two of my accounts I have with the moving company I was with. So,
well, I said I'm gonna give you another one. I said, here's your third chance there. I said, when was the last time the Mets won a World Series?
1969, wasn't it?
Nope.
No, it was not too long ago.
86.
86, yeah.
I said they lost the last one they were in. They lost to the Yankees, but that was the last one they won, and they have not been in one since. They lost to the Yankees, but they went 0 for 3 on the answers.
Yeah. I mean,
said, well,
years ago from food vendors and stuff like that, salespeople, liquor people, they used to give us tickets and stuff like that. I never had time to go. So I would give it away, at the bar or at the restaurant to go and stuff like that. But the things that I used to like was, I was around food all my life. I'm a kid, I had a hot dog wagon. But the thing I used to like is going to the food shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me was awesome. There was a company that we met at one of the food shows in Philadelphia. And we met this guy and him and his wife, and they had a company called Sweet Street. Okay.
Sweet Street desserts, cheesecake, all that.
Yeah. And I'm telling you what, they started out in a garage.
Oh, wow.
That's how they started out. Yeah. And then their food, their desserts were phenomenal. Okay. Then I came across another outfit that had Italian ices. Okay. And they made Italian ices in an orange, a regular orange. They made pineapple Italian ice in a pineapple. So I mean, you would get these different stuff, and you bring it out to the table. Everybody would have the pineapple, and you actually cut the pineapple and it had the Italian ice in. I tell you, phenomenal stuff. Just to watch the workmanship and stuff that went into what they did. But this Sweet Street, okay, put me on the road to 300 pounds, baby.
Tom, when I used to work for Cisco Foods down in Austin, Texas, Sweet Streets was one of our vendors that we carried their SKUs in our warehouse. Going to those food shows, such fond memories, man. It don't matter if I worked for the little Jewish mom and pop company, or if I was actually I represented Vienna Beef out of Chicago for a short while, about 6 months. Everybody knows who Vienna Beef is. Vienna hot dogs, Italian beef, and all that.
Yeah.
And or working food shows for Cisco Foods, dealing with chefs, buyers, pantry people that ran the pantries, general managers, owners, dietitians for hospitals and whatnot. It was one of the most fun jobs I ever had. I did it for almost 20 years, and man, I'm gonna tell you something. It was amazing, fun times. Being a delivery sales rep, it was just an amazing time in my life.
Cisco was actually in the way back in the beginning was actually Sexton Foods.
Was what?
Sexton Foods,
right?
And then
Yeah.
And
Right.
then
I remember
Tartan
those days.
Foods. And then Tartan Foods bought Sexton.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Cisco bought Tartan. So Tartan was my exclusive food vendor. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I made the guy a deal. I said to him, I don't want to deal with 4 different companies.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 different deliveries. Can you deliver what I need? And I'll go exclusively with you, but I want to make sure that we on the same page. This is what I want, and I'll get soup to nuts from you. No horseshit. Yep, no problem. Okay. And I tell you what, they were a great company to work with.
You
And
know,
that's-
it costs a lot of money to write each check at the back door, Tom. I'm sure you're aware of that. You know, it behooves the end user to buy from one company if you could get good, honest pricing. You don't have to go grid buying. You don't have to, grid everything out. If you could get a good, honest sales rep, and that's what I tried to do is, Tom, hey chef, if you're going to give me your business, here's my prices. I'm going to give you an updated price list every week. I'm going to show you if the prices went up or down. I'm going to let you know where your money's going because, you have to live off a portion cost. Portion cost is how you make your money, not price per pound.
yeah, exactly right.
Might be
Yeah.
$3 a pound, but what's your portion? What is your labor? What do you got in it? What's
Yeah.
your salt and pepper costing you?
What's the
your
percentage you're working on?
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about it was this guy Wayne. I still remember his name. He would actually come down and eat, and his wife. We got to know everybody. But this guy Wayne would turn around and tell me, I'd give him the order, and he'd tell me, "Not this week. Don't want it. Not this week. Not this week. Nope. So I dealt with him for the bulk of the stuff, but I got my meats from a regular meat vendor who was a one owner, okay, and he would buy and
Hi, Marie.
buy and, Marie, they're saying hello.
What do you
hi.
say about a girl named Marie?
I had
Hi.
the volume off, and anyway, this guy would come in and with the meat, and he would come in with because I would buy probably 10 cases of 109s a week.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We went through a ton of
I'd
prime
like
rib.
to order. 109s are heavy. They're 22 pounds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll take that order all day long.
That and I'd probably get 10 or 15 cases of ribs, baby backs, because I did them in an aftersham. I did them all day, and then he'd give me pismos. He'd probably give me 4 or 5 cases of pismos. The thing of it was that the filet mignons that we did, okay, wasn't as big a seller as the prime ribs. Prime rib went out the door. Well, I mean, constantly. We were just steady because I cut them bone to bone. You
Pine
got
trees
a
and
piece.
stars. Hi, LB. How you doing?
You get a piece of prime rib like unbelievable. And then if woman would want or somebody would want no bone, I would cut in between.
Sure.
Okay, and do it that way. But the fillets didn't go that well. We went through them, but nothing crazy. Nothing sold like the lobsters.
No flavor in a pismo tender. There's just no flavor.
Yeah.
Sheena
then,
said her dad was worked for Cisco with their coffee service.
Who's that?
Sheena says her dad worked for Cisco with her coffee service.
Okay.
Yeah. But nothing sold like the seafood. I mean, we went through. I mean, pounds, 250 pounds, 200 pounds on an average, 200 pounds of lobster a night.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. That was big. I had 4 steamers that I would do a dozen at a time in the steamers. We'd steam them and then I'd crack them open. Nobody liked to row on it, so I said, I'm not going to go through. We were so busy, I couldn't afford to have stuff come back. So when it went out, I didn't want to play with it. So we
Close everything down on the line if you have something come back. Yeah.
We would hose it out, and we made a stuffing. We made a crab meat stuffing with shrimp and scallops in it, and we'd stuff that bad boy, and that's how the lobster went out. And we sold them at $21.95. You got a double lobster, stuffed double lobster, and a prime rib for $21.95. Yeah,
I'll have that, please.
Yeah. So that was
come down there and get that.
That was 7 nights a week. That's what we did. Seven nights a week.
And Mike, let's sidle up. Let's go down there, Mike. Me and you go get a couple.
I'll go with it. I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Not to change the subject, but Alan, while you're in here, I got to ask you something because I must have missed it. I saw your video where you did the ham and cheese wrapped like an egg roll, and you put it in the air fryer. How long did you air fry it for? because that looked wonderful. And I was wondering because I want to try that.
Mike, somebody Pine Trees was looking for
Yeah,
you there.
that's yeah, Pine Trees and Stars. That's LB. LB's great. She's got a great channel. If you want to know about organizing your stuff with and allotting your time and scheduling, she's got some great tips on her channel for that. She can teach you how to do that.
Does
She
she
thinks it
collect?
was 10 minutes. Okay.
Does she collect Tupperware? Because I got one of them already. Marie is fantastic working with me in the kitchen. Now we're older. Now we just laugh our asses off doing stuff. But I mean, Marie will clean up. I mean, in a heartbeat. I'll turn around and do something. I'll go in the other room, come back out again. Where to go? Oh, I thought you were done. I put it away.
I'm bad about that. I'll wash a dish and say, "Where's it at? I was going to use it again." I thought you was done with it. Thought you was done.
I'm like a tidal wave, man. I go through the kitchen. People know I was there because I'm going to leave a wake behind me.
Thank you so much. Thank
She me and Marie went to high school together. Then we went our separate ways. And then she came to work in the restaurant. That's how we got back together again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, she came walking out of the walk-in. Her first night, come walking out of the walk-in box with a table of 8 salads, trip, and the salads went across the room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My brother said, "Who's that?" It's my future wife.
Hey, Tom, true story. My foray into the commercial restaurant business was I was a wholesale distributor for an upscale wild game and beef company here in Dallas. And one of our biggest customers was doing 350 covers a night times 2. They turned
Nice.
700 covers a night. Place called Mediterraneo Bistro.
Oh,
7
wow.
covers Friday night, Saturday night, and probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they would do about 150 covers. I took a job there as an intern, working for free, to see what it takes. Because I'm the vendor, right? So I sell them the meat. I sell them, so when they go to write a menu, I figure into how they write the menu. But I wanted to see their side of it, the chef side. I wanted to see the saucier. I wanted to see the grill line. I wanted to see the salad line. I want to see desserts. I want to see the breads. I wanted to see the pantry guy. I wanted to see everything that took place in a full scale establishment that does 700 covers Friday night, Saturday night. I go in there. They started me on squeegeeing the floor. They kept the most beautiful floor, hot water squeegee, hot water so it wouldn't slip. There'd be no grease. Then they put me on peeling parsnips for the garnish, fried parsnips as a garnish. I was joking. People go, "How'd you get started in the food business?" Peeling parsnips.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, then I worked up very quickly because they saw that I had an eye for cooking. Then I started deboning wogs, whole chickens, and it went from there. And then I went to skin crisps. When they debone chickens, they took the skins, got the fat off, and they fried the skins for garnish. I mean, that's how I started, man. I mean, you want to talk about shitty jobs? I had them.
John,
and I was free. I didn't even get a family meal at the end of my shift. 700 covers Friday night, Saturday night, pal.
Yeah. When I started out, okay, I had a hot dog wagon. I was 12 years old, 12, 13 years, 14 years old. That 3 years taught me a lot. I mean, I made at 12, 13, 14 years old. I was doing $70, $80 a day.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And that was for a 65 cent Sabret hot dog and a 50-cent soda. Okay. Chips, whatever added in there. But the point is, I liked it so much. I liked being around the food. My mom was a cafeteria manager for the school district for 40 years. So it was always in with her with, cooking and stuff like that. But I took a job up at the Forest Gate Country Club in New Jersey. Okay. Pretty pristine place, very high end. And I started washing dishes. Okay. So one of the guys I went to school with, all right, he was actually helping. He was like, cutting stuff up and everything, but I was washing the dishes. So I got real slow and the chef said, Kenny, the guy's name is T-Tone. He was a German, the chef was. take this guy, meaning me, take this guy in the back, and I want you to wash and dress chickens, case of chickens. Okay. Ooh, I'm moving up the ladder. I'm a dishwasher. How do you wash and dress chickens? I got the Ajax.
Oh no. Jeez.
And I'm 15 years old. Okay, 16 years old. I washed, I don't know, a case of chickens.
Were you looking
So
for
Kenny-
the chicken clothes in the closet?
Hey, no, what he meant was they put the boots on the end of them. Kenny T-Tone had them lined up on the sink with the legs crossed. It had them look like the Rockettes sitting up on the thing there. The chef coming back there, and he went, "What are you doing? Taking on you?" This guy would scream and yell. Yeah. Anyway, after he found out, how did you wash the chickens? I told him. He started crying. He wanted to cry. But he was the type. He was the type of guy that would take you under his wing, though. I mean, he'd scream and yell at you all day long, and he would but he would show you stuff. Okay, he knew he liked me because one time he took a sizzle plate from the broiler with his tongs and threw it across the room into the sink where I was standing. Okay, I picked one up that I had just cleaned and threw it back at him. Okay?
Got to give it back to him, dude. That's how you get the respect.
You want it, you got it.
Yep.
Okay. And then on top of it, my brother was chief of police of the town. Okay. And he sort of came in to see me one day. What's going on? Looking around. And all of a sudden that changed the chef's mind about me, about throwing sizzle plates at me. But I mean, that's how I started. And then he brought me up on the line. I worked the line a little bit, and I liked it. I really got into it, and then I went off. I did some other stuff. And then after my stint with the family, I guess we did it quite a few years. And I was still into it. Me and Marie got married, and I moved down to the Jersey Shore, and I was a sous chef for a high-end, right on the ocean in Seagirt, place called the Yankee Clipper. Back in, this is like mid-'80s, I guess, mid-'80s, early '90s. They did a 1995 Sunday brunch per person. Back then, that was a ton of money. And they'd have, it was the place was in the round. It was panoramic view of the ocean. A little bit of beach and of the ocean. It was absolutely gorgeous. Ellen. So anyway, long story short, I went in there and I became the expediter. So I was the sous chef, and I did that for like 3 years. With this place there, and so I got a total different respect for. I didn't tolerate no yelling, no screaming, nothing. So and that's how I built up a little rapport with that. And then went back to the to our business.
Yeah, European chefs. I work for Italian, like first generation Italians, first generation frogs. Let me tell you something, man. They screamed and yelled. I used to have nightmares when I went home. The Italian chef one time told me he was going to carve me up and throw me in the dumpster. They won't ever find my body. And I said, let me tell you something, chef. You're going to have to pull my foot out of your ass before you start carving.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there first. And ever since I started talking back, and by the way, this chef was 6'4", 6'5", 280. Ever since, like you were throwing the sizzle plates, ever since I gave it back to him, he's like, wait a minute. This guy's crazy. And they test you. But if you come back even stronger, harder on them, they're like, okay, well, we'll let you come back tomorrow, And pretty soon, man, every time he'd leave, he'd throw me the keys. He'd go out with his girlfriend. We had 300 covers that night. He'd throw me the keys, say, lock up when you're done. Send me the reports to my house.
Yeah.
He wanted to see what the cash register rang up. That's all he cared about, and leaving a clean kitchen, But man, let me tell you, those European chefs, whew. Oh, tough.
John, do you know Alan? That's John.
Alan, I think I just saw something come across where you said something about my boiled peanuts video. Is that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, well, thank you for commenting on that. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. We used to eat a lot of boiled peanuts back in the day. So
Alan has a good sized channel for keto. He does a lot of keto stuff.
Yeah.
Great guy, great channel.
I will definitely check you out, Alan. I'm on my phone, so I can't do it simultaneous, but I will go to the channel, subscribe to you, and watch your video and leave a comment so I don't get booted off.
Alan, you were talking about you were on a roll with the videos. Man, that
Yeah.
is no lie. You are. You
Yeah,
are
you know,
pumping them out.
I've been kicking those shorts out, and they've been doing really well. So
I seen one
enjoying
you
my
had up
normal
for,
videos.
I think it was up for like 10, 15 seconds and it had 1,500 people.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so a couple of them have done really well. So,
Very good.
yeah, but they seem to run for a short time and then they kind of peter out, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, LB. LB's eating zoodles with chicken and Alfredo. Excellent, excellent. I love zoodles.
So today's was a good one. That was that kebab. That was really nice. So, of course, it's hot this weekend, so it's not going to be doing a lot of cooking in the house. That's for sure. So it's going to be doing a lot of either cooking outside or sous vide or something to kind of do
Alan,
something. And
not to get or how much or anything like that. How much was that Ninja?
the Ninja Grill, we paid. Well, we bought it 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was $299, but you can get them now for like $179. And you can actually, I saw one it was a renewed one. I guess I don't know what they call them, renewed. I guess there was something wrong with it, so they fixed it.
Right.
And I saw it for $109 on Amazon.
I saw one the other day. I think it was advertised in Walmart for $159.
Yeah. So
I missed my
so
grills.
the price they've actually got a 7-in-1 now instead of the 6-in-1.
Mhm.
So the 6-in-1's the older model. So, but
Yeah,
worked for us. I mean, we're in we're in a condo, so townhouse, so we got a small little patio, and it's easy for us just to throw out there, or we can use it in the kitchen. So it's a little electric grill, right? So
yeah, I got one. I have a grill, but it's open and it's electric. Supposed to be smokeless.
Yeah.
I use it in the house quite a few. You know what I do? I grill the vegetables with it. You know what I mean? To cook a steak or a burger on it takes too damn long.
Yeah.
And so I just use it for like the vegetables or something quick on there like that. But that Ninja looked pretty interesting when I seen you.
Yeah, it actually has a probe in it that you stick in the meat, and you can put the meat in it, and it will tell you when it's up to temperature and when it's done.
Yeah, it
it'll
looked
shut
pretty
off.
interesting.
So
that there again, I'm not supposed to have anything. I mean, I have a on my patio. I have a balcony. I have a smoker, electric smoker.
yeah,
I use, but I limit myself to how much smoke I put up. The lady next to me passed away, but she used to come running out all the time. I tried to smoke something. Want to know if she called a fire department or not, with the smoke coming out of it. But what I'm going to do is I just looked. I also seen a little gas grill. I can't remember who made it, but it's I think I don't know, but it's like a gas grill, but you can also put the smoker attachment to it. So I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Well,
And Alan, what's the name of your channel, sir?
It's Alan's Awesome Keto World.
Okay, I will check y'all out. Guys, I've got to run. I got to take a shower. I've not had a shower in 4 days, so it's my turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Great visit with you guys. Alan, very nice to meet you. I will check that on. Thanks for the really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll go check out some of the other videos too. So
please do. I've got some really good, in-depth steak ones. I've got some good barbecue. Kind of tells you a little bit about it. So they're pretty good. But guys, listen, I will touch base with you guys, Keto guys. Very nice to meet you again, Alan. And we'll see you soon.
Too. All right.
John, take care, buddy.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah,
Great
Alan, yes, he is. I've got the Ninja slow cooker. I've got Ninja blender.
For a minute there, Mike, I thought you said you have a Ninja cape.
No. But I don't have that. But I do from my martial arts days. I do have the tabbies that you wear, the shoes. But I have and I have Ninja cookware.
Yeah, cookware is nice.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, it is the closest I've found to cast iron.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
And it
not cheap
you
though.
Can't get, no, it's not cheap, but you can't get anything to stick to it. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it won't stick to it. I've tried. I can't get it to stick to it,
Yeah.
and it's the best cookware I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want cast iron, but Paige says no. You're going to break the top of the stove. You're going to break the stove top with
Yeah.
cast iron. And I'm like,
Yeah. That
okay,
Ninja.
I'll just get this, and it worked
Yeah.
out great.
Yeah. The Ninja Foodie Grill actually, like I said, it has that non-stick surface on it. It's not as resilient as the frying pans and the bakeware, or the cookware, but it's cleans pretty easy, And now they make parchment paper that you can fit perfectly inside of it for.
I was waiting for that
That's
to come
good.
out. I was waiting for somebody to get that brainstorm. Cut out the
Well, I
make
can.
it round.
Yeah.
Miss Southern
I've
Belle,
got
hello.
the,
How you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Miss Southern Belle. The slow cooker I have, you can use it as a stovetop, you can use it as a oven, or you can use it as a slow cooker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
It's,
this is. Yeah. I was gonna say this is the 6-in-1, so it does the it has an air fryer in it, it bakes, it broils, it
Mhm.
has a dehydrator in it, and then it's a grill.
Oh, it does. It has the dehydrator.
So
Very
it
interesting.
does all those things. So we've never used the dehydrator in that, but
See, because the last video I just did, it'll be up Sunday. I did for Sunday dinner. I had bought a bunch of zucchini. Okay, couldn't resist
Yeah.
the price. Got 5 of them. So before they would go south on me, I chipped them. I ran them through my food processor to make. I can't. I'm just having a rough time today thinking about what is like hash browns type of thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's so wet. So I had to dry them overnight, put them in a towel, squeeze them out, go through that whole process. So now you're selling me on this Ninja thing. I might have to look into it because if it
Well,
dehydrates,
what
take
I
some
have
of the moisture
found
out of it.
now, what I have found to do with the zucchini, if you ever make zoodles with them, and LB, if you're still in here, this will work for the zoodles. Take them and lay them on a piece of parchment paper, and just put them in the oven.
Yeah, I did that for
And
a while with that too.
About 250, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. Pull them out. You don't have to worry about that anymore. That water's all gone, and they are great for making noodles with them.
Alan cracked me up last week when he was doing his live. We got on the subject of what do you call it, cauliflower, and I tell you, for the life of me, it just drives me insane. Did you try the cauliflower rice? It's not rice. It's cauliflower, please.
well,
I mean,
they call it rice, but
yeah, but you can rice potatoes too.
Okay. How you feel about riced cauliflower? Do you mind that?
I'm not. I mean,
Cauliflower
what?
rice makes you upset, but how about riced cauliflower?
If someone made it and just put it on the side, I probably wouldn't eat it.
Now, I'm getting used to it now. But I fought this thing for a long time. Okay, about what else are we going to use? We were still missing potatoes and stuff like that. And then once I started playing with it a little bit, and I added some, soy amino acid to it, and started playing with it, putting different sauces to it. It actually wasn't too bad. Yeah. And what I did was I put it with an egg and I put it in the refrigerator and I packed it down and made almost like tater tots. I rolled them up and cut them and put them in the fryer. And they come out. Yeah. They're not tater tots. They're freaking cauliflower that look like tater tots. But I understand, Alice and I just don't go for it.
Well, yeah.
That's what I did. That
cauliflower into grits.
Yeah. Yeah, we made that teriyaki chicken, and we were thinking, well, what can we have with it? And my wife said, well, you have some cauliflower rice that's been in the freezer for 6 months, and we haven't touched it. So why don't we bring it out and try it? And it was actually with the teriyaki sauce, like you said, when we put it on top of it, it was really good when we mixed it all in because it took that flavor of the teriyaki. It helped.
It'll absorb flavor.
It gave us some flavor. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
it'll absorb flavor.
It absorbs it really good. I actually made fried rice with it. I see here I am putting my foot in my mouth again. fried cauliflower, I should say, but I mean mimicked fried rice, and it wasn't bad. Okay, but there again, it's still not rice. So
Well,
that's what a lot of things like that turn people off. So that don't taste the same.
The way I see it with cauliflower, rice or otherwise, you got to do something with it. Nobody wants to eat just a plain piece of rice or a plain piece of cauliflower or I mean, it's like grits. You can't get a starved dog to eat some plain grits. You got to do something to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can turn. And my wife, she says that she honestly can't tell the difference between regular grits and the ones I make with the rice cauliflower, because they are. I cook them really long and they get really tender.
Mm-hmm.
And I put cheese and cream in there and seasonings and it'll almost melt in your mouth. And I actually can do the same thing and make it into an oatmeal type dish too.
That was like years ago. They used to have the Salisbury steak. It's not a steak; it's hamburger.
It's hamburgers. It's hamburger meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was today's. We're gonna season this up for tomorrow. We're gonna put it in a sous vide. So let's see.
What is that?
Steak.
That's a nice tri-tip. It was on sale, right? $4.99 a pound. So.
Oh,
so
I
tri-tip.
thought it looked like steak.
So
okay.
no, that's tri-tip.
It?
About 3.5 pounds of roast, and so we're gonna season that up, throw it in the refrigerator, sit overnight, and then tomorrow we'll throw it in the sous vide and let it cook for 3 hours or so, and try it out.
Nice. We can roast that. Then you can put it in a roaster, or just from the sous vide.
We'll put it in a roaster. We're gonna throw it on top of the grill. We'll throw it on top of the Ninja grill for 2 or 3 minutes on each side, just to kind of brown off the edges.
Yeah. So you're liking that sous vide, huh?
Yeah, I mean we haven't used it a lot, but we've used it a few times now, and it's turned out pretty good. The chicken breasts came out really nice. I'll tell you, it was really, really super tender. It was really, really good.
You marinated it too in the bag, right? With the when you that's the trick with that. You can do that also with your tri-tip too.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I got my marinade bag all set, ready to go. So later on, we're gonna marinate it and put it in there and vacuum seal it and let it sit there, that vacuum seal, for about 24 hours. And
so how bad is evaporation doing that sous vide stuff?
Nothing bad. I mean, the container has a cover on it, so it doesn't lose much water in it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you get the right cover for it. A lot of people don't get the cover with it. I mean, they don't get the right what do you call it? The vessel for it.
Yeah.
And try to cover it with plastic and stuff like that too. And so it works good. I mean, for what Alan's doing with it like that, that's great. I mean,
yeah, really, it's something right now. It's we're having our first heat wave of the year here, so.
Wait a minute. What do you call a heat wave?
Well, today wasn't too bad. Today it was only 85. So, but tomorrow is going to be up in the 90s, in the mid 90s, and it's going to be in the mid 90s probably for the rest of the weekend. And so
Saturday. Well, right now it's 108.
What's your humidity there, Alan?
Nothing.
Probably nothing. Probably less than 10% right now.
Yeah,
because that's what it is there in Happy Valley, there where Tom lives.
Yeah. Well, see, the difference is normally we get the breeze off the ocean, and the ocean on this side of the U.S. is cool. So the water, so we usually get that breeze from the ocean, and it keeps us pretty cool pretty much year round, because we're pretty close to the ocean. We're about 5 miles from the ocean.
That is close.
It's considered a beach community. So we're in a valley. So right on the ocean, so Ventura and Oxnard, you get beautiful beaches there and stuff. So they're the next towns over.
Yeah, I just got a message. It's 109 and it's a heat wave until Sunday. So tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 112.
We were in the 90s today, and it was like 80% humidity.
Yeah,
that's why I left that part of town. Yeah. That humidity, I couldn't take.
Yeah, it'll cool off. We're going to go for a walk later because it will get down to about 70 degrees, and about 7 o'clock when the sun starts to set a little bit, and we'll go for a walk because then it'll be, like I said, about 70 degrees.
Thank you,
Tomorrow,
Uncle.
maybe not. So
Yeah.
Thanks,
but-
Uncle. I appreciate you still being here.
So what you got
better-
cooking, Alan? What's going on? What are you new stuff coming up and
well, I did a grocery haul. We actually did a kind of a budget haul where we went to 3 different grocery stores this past week. We actually went to Seafood City. We have one over in Panorama City here. So we went over there. We actually picked up some pork belly there and a few
That's
things.
great
Then we went to our local Kruger's, which is a Ralph's, right? And then we went to Sprouts and got some stuff there that was on sale. Sprouts has a bunch of 2-for-1 sales, so we got a bunch of stuff there that was 2-for-1. So we kind of took the sale flyers and went through them and kind of decided to go and get a bunch of sales stuff. So we got that going up. We got this tri-tip, so that's going to be a little bit of a video, short
you're gonna
video.
enjoy the hell out of that tri-tip, brother.
Yeah.
That's good. That's gonna come out good. I'm telling you.
Good night, Marie. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
How's
So,
it
but
going?
tonight we're just going to go out to dinner. So we're going to actually go out and grab a burger or something. We had kind of decided that we were going to do that and to heck with it. And so I got another day of eating. That'll be out on Friday, that day of eating. You know, people are crazy about those day of eatings.
They love them.
Those have been by far my most popular videos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to me, it's the same thing over and over again because I don't eat a lot of a variety, but people love it. And
Now, when y'all go
So-
get a burger, where y'all gonna go?
we're going to go to a place called Hobbits.
Okay,
So they're a Santa Barbara chain. So they're
okay.
all over Southern California.
Is
I
it a-
don't know how far out they go or not. So
Is it a fast food type thing?
yeah, it's a fast food place, but the burgers are pretty high quality. I would say
Okay.
much better than, any of the other fast food places.
It's something like a
burgers
Red
are really
Robin,
good
isn't it?
size.
Like
Huh?
something like a Red Robin type of thing.
Yeah, I would say it's more like maybe a cross between a Red Robin's and a an In-N-Out burger.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, I love
So-
In-N-Out. I
Now, do you
haven't
indulge?
tried it keto, but
yeah.
Do you indulge with a roll?
No.
See, and
Uh,
see, Alan, and I'm the same way. I mean, I don't
don't
care
either.
about the bread no more. I really don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, yeah, I'll use the cauliflower thins or something like that. And,
yeah.
So,
We go to this one place. It's not that far from the house here, and they got the slot machines on the bar and stuff like that. And it's Italian, Tuscany Italian. It's a steakhouse and seafood, but it's Italian. And they sort of know that what we're doing, and I'll get a steak, and like broccoli or cream spinach or something like that. Salad. I'll get the Caesar salad, and they'll take the croutons off of me. Well, that time, don't even worry. Just leave them on. I just won't eat them. But there is ways to get around that, and people get nervous, and I think that's why your what you eat in a day is people are still confused.
yeah.
That want to do keto are still confused about what do I eat.
I don't know whether LB is still on or not, but she was talking about she's traveling next week and she was concerned because she's starting to do keto about traveling and eating. And to me, when I go out and eat, I'm going to just get meat and vegetables and, nothing like a good steak and a side of vegetables with it. Or if they offer French fries, I'll get double vegetables or something like that.
Right.
So,
LB, I have yet to find a restaurant that I cannot adapt to eating the way I eat. I everywhere I find it. I have no troubles. There's a lot of them are willing to work with you in some way or another.
Yeah.
And they have offers on the menu that fit perfect.
Yeah. Well, even like we go to a barbecue place and if you say, hey, can you not put the barbecue sauce on it? And they'll say, fine, no problem. It's,
Yeah.
But then and I'm at the stage right now where I got off that medication. Now I'm finally getting back to normal again, where in fact I lost 2 more pounds. And right now I'm not worried about the weight. I'm more worried about the health. So I got my blood work came back, and the first time in my life I'm normal. All my blood numbers are normal. In fact, I talked to Misty about it and I said, I really don't know what to think because my sugar went up, my sugar levels went up, and my A1C went up, and I know it was because of the medication. But when I seen the doctor, he told me square business. Hey, look, he said that was our fault with the medication stuff. You're doing good. Stick with what you're doing a whole bit. So I sort of got his blessing. But I'm at the point right now. If I'm looking at winter times coming in this and that, I like to make soups and stuff. So, if I slip a little bit or have like an egg corn squash soup or something like that, or a quarter of a sweet potato, I'm doing it. Plain and simple.
Right.
Yeah. I'm pretty clean
After
the
you've
rest of
been
the
on
week.
it long enough and you stay clean for the rest of it, you can work it in.
Yeah.
Now, LB says she's packed some stuff to carry with her. That's a good idea to help.
That's a
you
great
get through
idea.
it. And
We generally do that too as well, especially when we're on the planes and stuff of that nature. So
and what I used to travel a lot, and when I would do it and I was trying to stay on a budget while I was traveling, not try to spend much money, and I was traveling for work. I worked statewide, and I would go to the grocery store there, and I would buy like a can of tuna or a can of salmon, and salad, and some type of something to put, like a oil or vinegar to put onto the salad, and I would eat it in the hotel room. And and the salad, you could buy one of those big tubs of it, and if I was going to be there for a couple of days, I'd just stick it in the fridge and I'd eat on it for a couple of days.
Alan, do you have a Smart and Final
store? Yeah.
Have you been to that, or?
It's a store we don't generally go to, but it's pretty close to here. So, because of your videos, we're starting to think about going over there and checking them out because of some of the deals.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because some stuff is out, off the charts with it. Okay. But that lettuce, they sell the Fox lettuce from California. All right. 6 in a bag for $3.99. I was in Sprouts the other day. It was $4.99 for 3.
Yeah.
So, the romaine, I use a lot of romaine lettuce. So we eat a lot of salads and stuff like that.
Hey, Growing with Hudson, appreciate you coming.
I got celery and stuff like that for $1.29. They have a lot of, if you jalapenos and stuff like that, I think it's like 99 cents a pound there.
Yeah,
and then some of the meats, you got they have chicken was good, and or the beef and stuff that I get. I just got ribs the other day, and they were half price. So
yeah, we're pretty lucky because I bet you within 2 miles of me, we have that Kruger's, we have the Sprouts, we have the Smart and Finals here. There's a Vaughn, which is Albertson's chain.
That's what we got. And I got the same identical ones.
There's a grocery outlet that I went in there for the first time about a week ago. That was pretty interesting. I want to do a video inside there too. So, but they were playing music, so you can't really record inside because of copyright, right? So
yeah.
So,
I don't
if
know.
I can record it and do a takeover, and that's what I'm going to do next time.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I don't know why. I could
probably.
Go
ahead. I was going to say we got a Walmart, one of those grocery neighborhood Walmarts close by too.
Yeah, they're good too. They got good produce in them.
Yeah.
And then stuff. Yeah. I could probably, from where I'm at right now, throw a rock and hit Seafood City from my place.
Oh yeah.
And that's the one store that I just keep passing by. And one day I said, I got to get back there again. And I went in, and I tell you, I was just sold again.
Yeah.
I tell you, just with the
we have we have an Island Pacific here. That's our close one for, and I think they have them all over the place as well. Then the Seafood City, the closest Seafood City is about a 40-minute ride from here. So
okay.
We've got a Asian supermarket here close by, and City Farmers Market is what it's called. And I went there today and videoed showing the different things that are in there, because I'm telling you, if you can't find the vegetable you want in there, it ain't been invented.
Yeah.
And they got good deals on meats and seafood. Fresh seafood too. They got it on ice there. They cut it, they butchered everything themselves. And
there's just the two of us here, and for me to buy, I'm trying to get out of the habit, because I always buy overbuy and overcook. And that's my nature, just the way we're used to it. But what I liked about Seafood City is they'll take that Boston butt and they'll cut it for you.
Yeah.
They'll make steaks out of it for you, cut it thick and
whatever
thin
you
as you
want.
And that's a big help.
Same with the pork belly, the same thing. We got some pork belly. We said, hey, cut it like this. This is how we wanted to cut. And he says, oh, you want it this way or this way? And he
Yeah.
went over to the saw and cut it up for us. And
They
That's-
took a picnic and they took a picnic and they sliced it. I mean, they cut it right up all the way down. Nice, 1-inch slices, whatever you want it.
Yeah.
That you don't find out too many places anymore. That's for
This
sure.
store
No,
I
I
was
agree.
in, the Asian store I was in today, they have signs hung up in the meat section saying, "Don't ask for us to cut it. We sell it whole."
Wow,
And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
it's a shame. It's a shame. Now, see, smart and final. What I'll do is I'll go in there and I'll get. I buy bacon in bulk. In other words, it's 3 pounds. It's the ends that they cut up. Very rarely you get strips out of it, but rather than paying $8.99 for 12 ounces of bacon, I'll get this 3 pounds of ends and pieces. I got that for $4.99.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong for 3 pounds.
Yeah.
So I cut them up, put them in my vegetables and stuff like that way too. But I mean,
Yeah.
so we do a lot of shopping as far as prices too. I mean, that's basically what we do.
They got prime. What do they got? Prime rib. We're gonna get stopped. I think at the Kruger's, and they have the ribeye steak on sale. So we might stop over and take a look at them and check them out on our way home from when we get our burgers. So
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you've seen the video I did. Marie picked it out. I tell you, we laughed so hard. I'm thinking I got a real good deal. I did get a good deal on the 2 filet mignons. Okay, the butt ends. Okay. Couple days before that, I was in Smart and Final, and it was $56 a piece for these little butts. Okay. Well, I go in the store and I'm looking. I picked it up. I said, "Nah, it can't be." And I looked at it. It was $9. Another one behind it on the shelf was $10 and change. I put them in the cart like I was a thief in the night. Ran to the register, paid for it, and got home. So I'm bragging about, "Oh, look what I got, filet mignon." Well, I put the video up. I put it up, I put it up a couple days so I can still see it. Okay.
yeah.
Marie's sitting on the couch and she's looking at it. She says, "Stop that a minute." All right, stopped it. They mislabeled it. They put instead of filet mignon, they put pork spare ribs on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got it for $2.99 a pound.
That was probably
But
supposed to go for his. That was probably supposed to go for the employee's buddy or something,
Yeah, exactly. Holy crap, we laughed like hell. It was funny. But even that, and them small butts, it was a good deal, and I got like 14 steaks out of it. So, and that one is just plentiful for me and for her, and that's what we'll do. We'll cook them up. I got my freezer's packed with meats and stuff, so I'm good for a while.
I saw this video. This guy, he was a YouTube channel, and he was doing a video, and he does health and fitness stuff. And this was a couple of years ago, and I stopped watching it after this video because I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Because he said he was putting down the keto diet, and he said he held up butter. He had sticks of butter. He said, "I mean, you're going to eat this? This is just lard." And I'm like, "No, dude, lard and butter are 2 different things. You don't know what you're talking about."
That's when you just walk away from people like that. Just let them talk, whatever.
Well, hey, that's par for course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the one doctor I said to you, he said, "Well, if you're not going to listen to me, then I don't need to be with you." I said, "Guess what, pal? I'll see you. I'll get another doctor."
Yeah. Time for a new doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, "You're so wrong." I said, "You just can't admit that you're wrong?" I mean, with it. I mean, I tried your stuff for 12 years. Okay. And all you kept doing was put me on more medication. This right here, I'm happy as hell. I mean, cholesterol's fine.
Yeah.
So, and here I am eating, fattier meats and, oils and stuff like that. And when Alan, we were talking about, you was talking about your skin and hair and everything like that. I didn't want you to get the wrong impression that I was putting oil in my hair. Just from me using it. You know what I mean? After I got off, I scratched my head a minute and I went, Alan must think I rubbed down with olive oil.
we were actually putting a little bit in our hair and the top of my head, rubbing it into the skin. So actually, I'll tell you that MSM has really, my hair the gray hair is starting to go away, and I actually got hair growing on the top of my head again.
Bingo.
A little bit. It's like colic. So,
yeah,
What's
my
MSM?
grandson said to me yesterday. He said, "Pop, is your hair growing?" I said, "Damn
What's
right it is."
MSM? I don't know this.
Oh, it's
Oil.
I'll show you my bottle of it anyway. Here in the kitchen.
That's what you put in your coffee, right?
Yeah, I put it in my coffee every morning. It's monosodium something. I don't know, what do they call it? So, methyl sulfolethium, something like that. So,
And
and
is it like a powdered form of an oil type thing, or?
yeah, it's a
Did you-
powdered form. It comes in a powder form. And that's what they said to take when I looked it up.
Yeah.
Because I was watching another channel. I don't know if you know, there's a channel out there called Loving It on Keto. They're from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were talking about it, and they were talking about the results that they were having from it. So I said, well, I'm going to check it out. And so I got it. And this is like the coarse crystals, and that's what they said you wanted to get. I know they sell it in tablets and stuff like that nature as well. I don't know whether there's any difference or not. So
Is it linked in your videos?
I believe I have put it in there. So
I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna check it out.
Not this last one. I think it was a couple one before one of your food things you had it on there.
yeah.
What do you eat
So it's
today?
good for the skin.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good for the skin. It does joint pain and aches and pains. It lubricates the joints of your body. It's good for your skin. There's a whole list of them. I went through a whole list because I covered it on my live streams.
When he talked about his hair, I mean, he was like a little hesitant saying it. You know, the gray's going away from my hair, and some guy asked me, "What do you use in your hair? What kind of dye do you use in your hair?" I said, baloney. You know, you got to be using something. I said, I tell you what I use: olive oil, coconut oil, MCT oil, butter, whatever oils I'm using, because I'm eating a lot more of it now.
Yeah.
You know, in the year's time that I've been doing on keto, but prior to. So I said, no. I said, it's just from that alone. You know, I'm going to be 68. Yeah. I don't have any wrinkles. You know, I shave with coconut oil. I take coconut oil, put it on my hand, I rub it on my beard in the morning, and then I shave. No shaving cream.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, because I could never shave with shaving cream. And if I use it, and I was on so many blood thinners, if I just went near my face with a razor, I'd start bleeding.
Yeah.
So now I'm off all that blood thinners and stuff. Now I don't take any. And now I have the razor again, but I can't use the shaving cream. So Marie says, try the coconut oil. Okay. So I rubbed it on my hand. I rubbed it on my face. Okay. And wow, nice, clean, close shave. Skin feels good. The only thing is when I go to the supermarket, they follow me around, think I'm in Joy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I've been doing that for almost 2 years now.
I got it. Okay, I might try that.
Huh. You're a sweet thing then, huh?
Yeah. So I said I'm going back. I'm going back in reverse here because my hair is coming back in. I mean, I got some gray, but I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself craving pina coladas?
Yeah, and Hawaiian music. I wanted to wear a Hawaiian shirt this morning when I got done shaving.
Yeah. But Mike, go check out that MSM.
I will.
So I'll tell you, just go to Healthline and plug it in, and it will tell you all the benefits. It talks about arthritis and how it reverses the effects of arthritis and the whole 9 yards. And so I said, well, I'll try it. I will tell you the truth. It does not taste very good.
Yeah.
It's pretty bitter.
Okay.
So I'm still looking for a good way to take it that, I put it in my coffee. I guess I'm kind of used to it, but it's still pretty bitter. So,
how about with
coffee's
lemon
already bitter. So.
Like lemon and water.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm actually thinking about trying my electrolyte one time, and because I put a little bit of lemon juice in my electrolyte with the Keto Show electrolytes, and
whatever works, whatever gets you through that. I mean, God, I'm big with that stuff. I mean, whatever it takes to get it done. Hey, like I said, I broke one leg and broke my ankle and foot on the other leg, And
Yeah.
I mean, I was done walking with a cane. I have an electric scooter over here. I can't use anymore because I'm walking. I mean, this is fantastic. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah,
Hey, I'm a firm believer. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, I'm getting close to the retirement age. I'm getting close to the same age as you guys. I mean, I'm not that far behind you. And, so we're thinking about it. So I want to make sure I'm going into those golden years as healthy as I can. And, I saw somebody else say something about, an ounce of prevention saves you a pound of, whatever later on. So,
Now,
pound of cure.
Sheena says she uses MSM in a pill form.
Yeah.
Does it have the same effect as if you have it in the powder, Sheena?
I don't know. I was told to take the coarse crystals because it was the most effective. So that's what I took. So,
Does it dissolve pretty easily?
it dissolves really easy and it breaks up really easy. I know they sell it in pill forms, and I know that a lot of the pills have a lot of other additives with them in the pills. So, because they sell it you'll see it like at Costco for the joint
binders. They have
pains
to
and
use
all that.
binders.
Yeah.
Alan, do you still use MCT oil?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I cut it back. I mean, this last brand I got. Matter of fact, I got the brand from Sprouts, and that sort of catches me in the throat a little bit because I'll take a tablespoon of it, but I'll do it maybe 3 times a week. I'll do that.
Yeah. I just do a teaspoon of it, and that's enough. Otherwise, it bothers my stomach.
How about nutritional?
What do y'all
yeast?
use? I was pausing.
MCT oil, Mike.
Oh, I use that.
Yeah. And how about nutritional yeast?
Yeah, but what form do you use it in? Do you use it in the oil or do you use it in the powder?
MCT?
I use it in the oil.
Oil.
Yeah, I use the oil too. I thought about getting some because Perfect Keto has that sale going on. I thought about getting because everybody rants and raves about their powder. I don't know.
Yeah,
MCT.
yeah. Perfect Keto's got that sale right now for the Labor Day. I don't know
I look
what
at
it
it
is
this-
they have.
yeah.
But
I look at that stuff this way. Okay, if it's powder form, I got to go an extra step to mix it into something.
Yeah.
The oil, I take the spoon, bang, take it down, wash the spoon, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how
we
I
get
look at
it. Yeah, we usually get it from Costco, so big bottle of it, and it'll last us. This bottle that we got now, I think it lasts us 6 months because it's a teaspoon at a time. I mean,
I got when I got all my blood work done, my kidneys function, everything.
How do you add it?
Working. What's that?
I just put it in my
How
coffee.
do you add it to things? What do you do with it?
I just pour it in a teaspoon and then I dump it in my
'Cause I know
coffee.
it when I use it. You just take a teaspoon and then take it.
Yep.
Tom.
I take a tablespoon.
Wow. Tablespoon.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've had problems. Boy, did it tear my stomach up.
Yeah.
I got gastrointestinal issues.
So I put a
Maybe I
teaspoon
was
in my
using too
coffee
much.
and it works. So if I go much more than that, it bothers my stomach.
Right. That's why I only do it 3 times a week. Like a Sunday, I'll do it, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday or Friday, whatever.
Yeah.
But I only do it, and I'll alternate either in the morning or at night with it. But then what I've been doing the past month now, I've been using a lot of nutritional yeast, Bragg's nutritional yeast in put it on my salad.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of great B vitamins in that. Also helps you with your microbiome. Working instead. I don't take a probiotic. I used to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going back on, but since I've been doing nutritional yeast, I've been feeling much better with it. So there again, I don't. Anytime I have a salad, and when I think about it, I take a tablespoon. I'll put that on, sprinkle that on the salad.
Yeah.
You hardly taste it. Sometimes it gives you a good flavor, or whatever. But keep that on it because I don't feel like I'm getting enough B vitamins, especially getting older.
Because Alan, when he makes a bread, you put the nutritional yeast in the bread.
Yeah, I put a couple tablespoons in the bread when I make it, so
it's good stuff.
It actually has a nice cheesy flavor to me.
Yeah,
so.
Right. That's the same flavor I get from it. Is a cheese.
Put it on popcorn years ago.
Yeah, but we like it. My wife's not a keto person. She eats the bread. She likes it, so she likes that nutritional yeast, the flavor of it. So.
I put nutritional yeast on broccoli, cauliflower, beans.
Yeah.
It's great.
Then again, you have the naysayers. That's no good for you. Don't use it. It works for me. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a week's try and this and that. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
But I tell you one thing.
Have a good evening, LB. I appreciate you stopping in.
I tell you one thing. I've been feeling really, really good lately. So it's
Yeah.
nice to get good. Nice to get good numbers and
Yeah.
and sort of go like this.
Yeah.
Physically,
I know my doctor's thrilled, like you said, with my numbers and the progress. And, you know, matter of fact, when I saw him about 2 weeks ago, and he said, "How's the rock star?" And, you know, and
yeah.
so, you know,
it's amazing how they haven't caught on a little bit more, because you know what? It's not a moneymaker from that, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And not to dwell on that kind of stuff like that, but
yeah,
people like us that are doing what we're doing, and to have that many people follow you and say, well, somebody's doing something right.
exactly.
My doctor, he's a nice guy and everything like that. My cardiologist is cocky. He's just a cocky young guy, and so he said to me, "Oh," he says, "so you do this keto stuff and everything?" Yeah. He says, "Well, it's okay." This and that. He says, "Are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh yeah, cool, very good." He said, "Well, you know, are you telling people what to do with it?" I said, "Let me ask you a question. Are you on YouTube?" "Well, no." I said, "Well, then get on there, see what you want to do with it." I says, "I got people like what I have to hear. People don't want to hear what you have to hear." So, and he's the guy that put me on that medication and goofed me up for a month and a half. So
yeah.
but
My doctor was the one that told me to go on keto. So
yeah.
He told me you were
Mine
either
too.
going to start taking type 2 diabetic medication and some high blood pressure medicine and some other things, and or you can go on keto and lose the weight and get healthy.
I mean, the handwriting's on the wall. I mean, it just
Oh.
really is.
I had a doctor at Kaiser, and he said I had lost some weight, and he said a little bit of weight. It wasn't much, but he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just went kind of low carb. I cut the carbs down." He said, "Have you thought about keto?" And I said, "No, but I know my daughter did it, and he said, give it a try." He said, "I do it. My father does it. There's several doctors
Yeah.
here in this building that do it." And he said, "It works real well." He said, "I think if you're already I had cut sugar and things like that. And so he
Yeah.
said, if you're already doing that, he said, it's not that much more of a step to cut the rest of it."
Yeah.
And I said, well, and so I did. And then the rest is history, you know?
Yeah.
And then the doctor I have now, I had to leave Kaiser because where I get my health insurance through with my state retirement, they don't do Kaiser on the Medicare. So I had to go with Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I have another doctor and went there, and he's looking, and he says, "Oh," and I had gone to him before I went to Kaiser, and he said, "Oh, wow, you've lost 110 pounds." I said, "Yes, sir, I have." And he goes, "How did you do it?" And I told him keto. And he says, "Well," he said, "keto's great, but he said it's not sustainable." I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I've been doing it." At that time, it was 3 years. I said, "I've been doing it 3 years. So when can I expect this unsustainability to kick in?"
That's the truth.
And he just
Yeah.
kind of
German's
looked
in the
over
house.
at me.
Paulie, how you doing,
Looked
Paulie?
over. "Hey, Paulie." He looked over at me and he went, and I could see the big smile underneath the mask that he was wearing.
Man.
And he goes, "Okay, you got me." And he said,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's sustainable for me.
Yeah.
October will be 5 years for me. So
You know what? For a lot of people, I mean, you know,
yeah.
God Almighty.
Yeah,
And you know what? It's like the stigma type of thing is, oh, that diet don't work. And I said, well, I said now it's more than a diet. Okay, it's a lifestyle. It's what you make of it. You know.
Yep.
Was it Michelle? Mike, what was her channel?
Life Adventures with Michelle.
Yeah, when she was on
Life
with you.
Adventures in Keto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she was on with you, Alan, she hit me between the eyes with that one statement she made about, you know, if I was an alcoholic, would you give me a drink?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's one of the best statements I've heard.
Yeah.
Michelle came down and recently to Georgia, and we were going to try and get together and meet at a park that's over around Douglasville, and she was visiting family. She lives in West Tennessee, and but we had some bad storms coming through, and so it didn't work out. We weren't able to get together and meet. I wish we could have. I love her channel. She's got some great stuff.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. Hey, I think I'm gonna get going here because we're gonna go out and get something to eat here, and I gotta do this prepping of this tri-tip and
All
stuff
right.
yet. So,
Alan,
it's great talking to you guys.
It's always
Yeah,
a pleasure.
always.
Pleasure, Alan. I appreciate
All right.
it. Take
I'll
care.
talk to you next time.
All right.
Okay, take care.
Bye bye.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Paulie
get off
Dittmers,
soon.
what's
It's
up, brother?
about time to go to
Paulie's
bed.
in.
Yep. How's
Paulie,
it going, Chief?
Did you see? I don't think you've seen it today, but he put one up with pork chops. He did.
I'm so far behind with watching videos because I fell behind because we had so many doctor's appointments last week. It wasn't even funny.
Boy,
And so I'm catching up. I'm watching them all, but I'm catching up on them. And I have not watched all of them yet. I try to, going through and hitting them. I'm going to get them. It's a question of
Paulie in his
taking the
video
chance
said that
to
he's
time
not.
to do it and having the time.
Yeah, he's not per se doing keto per se and this and that. As you can call it Paulie. We can call it whatever you want. Okay, but he's cut back on the bread. He's cut back on certain things. And my point to everybody is you just got to watch what you're doing. That's all. Nobody has to be 100%. I'm doing this and I'm doing that.
I mean, yeah, you cut down on the, I'm telling you, if you just eliminate sugar, it's going to be an amazing cut thing that you see right there just with that.
Yeah, and also bearded Italian, right, Brian?
Oh, Brian, yeah, Brian's doing great.
Yeah, Brian's doing 40-some pounds, and then the other
RJ
day
with 602 North, he's doing great.
So I mean, George 805. I mean, he's been playing around with it and stuff like that. He says, "Well, I don't want to cut it," and I'm trying to explain to everybody, you don't have to cut everything out all at once. Just cut back on it.
Don't try to go cold turkey to begin with. Work it down. Just cut back and then lessen it until you get to where you're cold turkey on the high carb stuff and just fit in the leafy and the cruciferous vegetables and things like that. Paulie says, I can't keep up with everyone either. I just make sure to stay subscribed and watch when I can. Hey, you do what you can.
Hey, he lost 22 pounds. You go, man.
That's great. Go, Chief. Go.
Wow. Very good.
That's it. Change the way you think about eating. And
well, like I said,
have no desire to go back to eating the other way. Now, I slip in some bread here and there, or I slip in, like if it's somebody's birthday, I may slip in a slice of cake, but it's not like Mike, I'm doing it every day.
Yeah, Mike, and this is how I look at it. Okay. If I do that, all right, and I haven't, I'm telling you, I've been clean for this whole time. But if I do slip, I know for a fact that I'm going to be able to get out of it. All right. And without a problem. But to turn around and say, no, I'm never going to do that. I'm sorry. Like I was saying before, I'm going to start now with soups. I love making soup and stuff like that.
Oh, I love soup.
One of my favorites is acorn squash soup. You know what I mean?
I've had that. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's in wintertime, a little cold and stuff, whatever. But that's the kind I don't want to put carrots in. I haven't had carrots since last year. Okay. But I mean, that kind of stuff I can start adding back in again. Because if that one little friggin' pill they gave me raised my stuff up, I mean, I'm sure I can get away with something natural.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I look at it like this: if you do have it occasionally, and you're afraid that it'll cause you to go into a funk and start eating bad for a while and get on a run with it, don't have it. If you're afraid of that. But I haven't had that problem. I can just have that piece of cake or that piece of pie for the special occasion, and the next thing you know, I'm back doing the way I was doing, and it's no troubles.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky that way, because I know some folks that's the thing, I don't call them cheat meals. I know people who schedule their cheat meals. I don't do that. Or they'll say every weekend, I'm keto during the week, but the weekends I'm just eating regular. I'm going, why?
that's like scheduling a day to go jaywalking.
Right, right. And I'm like, just let it happen natural, whatever
Yeah.
happens, and I don't. For the first 6 months I did this, I was as strict as you could get.
Yeah.
I
Sheena
didn't do anything out of line.
Sheena said the right thing today, and I was in watching her live, and she said, and I said it before, that we were taught so wrong
Oh yeah.
about you know.
Oh yeah.
I
That
mean, look
food
back in
pyramid is built the wrong way. They need to turn it back over the other way.
yeah, and just like like my parents grew up in the depression. Okay, so I mean, they had nothing. Okay, we have like my grandkids. I watch them. They eat pretty decent, but they still, when they were younger, they ate a lot of junk. You know what I mean? And but that's what they did. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's just crazy.
Paulie says he doesn't feel like he's giving anything up. He still does. He does the keto bread, and that fills the void. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
You
and
found a workaround with it. That works. And
that's it.
Sheena says she does keto cheesecake for her birthday. See, I do for my birthday. It's a chaffle cake,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about with other folks' birthday. I make my wife's cake for her birthday, and now when we first came on keto, I found this bakery up uh, in Sandy Springs here in Atlanta, Zamawanga, and this place they do. Oh man, do they have some seriously good stuff? And it's a keto place.
Wow.
It's a keto bakery. It's a low carb bakery and sugar free. They'll give you all the carbs. They'll tell you everything you want to know about it. Yeah, and they don't do anything, with any kind of regular flour or sugar. And the lady there is a great uh, chef. And matter of fact, she was on Beat Bobby Flay, and she beat his ass. That's how good she is. And but so I spent about $50 and bought a keto cake from her for my wife's birthday because my wife is diabetic and she's never had a cake that she actually had to worry about how much of it she ate for her birthday.
Yeah.
And that's her whole life has been that way.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and you know what? With me, with the sugars, I guess that the sugars is the thing that bothered me, because last Christmas I made the chaffle cakes. I made like a cheesecake. I did it with whipped cream, strawberries, blueberries, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I put monk fruit in it. But that tore me up. Man, it tore me.
We got RV there yet in the house here. Oh, I got to tell you, I love that name. I get such a kick out of that name every time I see it. That is a great name.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna have to get off here in a minute, man. I'm getting tired. I got to go to bed.
Yeah, you're catching up on your time there now, and
yeah, it's almost 9:30 here.
Holy, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it.
Take care. Hope it was a good Bible study tonight. You have a blessed night too, Polly.
Yep.
Let's see.
I'm a baker too, so
it is a great bakery, Sheena. I mean, I don't go there often, but when we have something special, I might go up there and get something for us to take that we can eat there as a dessert. Like if I haven't made it myself, like
yep.
And also, it works.
RB saying he was a baker too, so he put you can use the different Stevies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Other people can. I'm diabetic and I can't. I just, for some reason, the sugar end of it, no matter how you add it up, sugar. I mean, stevia is made the same way sugar cane is. You know what I mean? It's the same process basically. Monk fruit. I started out with monk fruit, not a problem. Bam, boy, it nailed me.
See, that's so the thing. Paige can do those sweeteners, sucralose, stevia, monk fruit, allulose.
And then the carbs,
and they don't bother her.
Yeah, and then the carbs on top of it with the flours and stuff like that.
Erythritol, that doesn't bother her. That doesn't bother her blood sugar. Now, some folks it'll affect their stomach, like Matt Troyce.
Yeah.
It bothers his stomach.
Now, I mean, in the beginning, I started after I cut out because I used to make my own pizzas, my own breads, stuff like that, and then I went to coconut flour and almond flour. Okay, well,
Hmm.
looked into it a little bit. I'm not losing. I stalled. I couldn't lose anything. What the hell's going on? Well, when the cardiologist tells you, and the doctor tells you, a handful of almonds is up to 20 almonds. Okay, in a half a
Mhm.
cup of almond flour, it's over 90 some almonds. So you're well way over. Then it becomes toxic or
Yeah.
fattening. So you might be cutting one thing out, but you're cutting one to serve the other. So
Which I don't. I have almond flour. I don't use it often, but I do it for a few things here and there. But I don't use much of it when I do. And I try to cut. I will take if it calls for like a half a cup of almond flour. I'll put at most a quarter of a cup, and I'll do the
yeah,
rest protein powder.
yeah. See, and I
Um,
never really got into the protein. I never, you know what? I never used it. Let's put it that way. So, um,
well, this is I use Isopure. It's zero net carbs, and it's low in total carbs too. And I'll that other half or whatever of I, or I'll even cut it more than that. I've actually cut it out and just used total protein powder,
hmm.
and and it works.
Yeah. See, I got to the point now where I could care less about cake or bread or um, anything like that. I keep when I eat till I'm satiated and full, and
Hmm.
then I'm done. Now, when I get done here with you, what time is it for me? It's 6:30.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll have what I'll do is I take some romaine lettuce, some celery, and I'll mix up a salad oil, red wine vinegar and olive oil. Put a little shake in there, or something, a little spicy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's me for the night. I'm done. I do got to tell you one thing though. I have to cut back on the cheese. I've been eating way too much cheese. So,
My husband diabetic also.
have you tried any of that? Do work for you? You know, I just got done saying no. I haven't. I actually haven't found anything for some odd reason, like the stevia, monk fruit bothers my stomach. I mean, it just and for
You're
years
not
I
alone. I know I've heard several folks say that.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy because people scratch their head. Well, you can have this and you can have that. I try it and it just doesn't work. I mean, for some reason, and all these years, I'm thinking I like hot peppers. Okay, as you know, and I'll have a hot sausage sandwich with hot peppers and stuff on it. Okay. Here I'm
Hmm.
thinking it was the peppers all the time, Mike. It was the bread. It was the
Yeah.
flour. I mean, so yeah. I mean,
See,
it was funny.
I like hot peppers. They don't always like me.
Yeah, but all the time with heartburn. Now, what did I have the other day? I had something. Well, because this new medication I'm on, whew, I had heartburn back. I stayed at Maria. I said, "Holy crap! I can't believe this." But I got heartburn back. So whatever, I take apple cider vinegar and a little bit of baking soda. Mix that up with water, and I'll slug that down, and everything goes away. Like the almond flour and the coconut flour wasn't bad, but I didn't like the gritty taste to it, uh, and that sort of thing. So, but the whole fact of the matter is I'm not missing any kind of dessert and stuff. Hey, you're looking at the cheesecake king here, or cake king. I mean, I would no problem sit down and devour it. Marie makes Italian cheesecake all the time.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
crap! But
I love cheese. Oh man, and I know sometimes I need to cut back on how much cheese I use.
Marie
And
takes the cheese, puts it on a parchment paper, circles it, not a lot, and she'll put green onion and jalapeno. I'm on a jalapeno kick, Mike. I can't believe it. All right, she'll spread that on there like
hmm.
that, put it in the microwave, and then cut it up into like crackers.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a lot of cheese.
Yeah,
So I think I just
I
back off.
make a I take sliced cheddar cheese and cut it into 4 sections, and lay it out on the parchment paper and put it in and season it with whatever you want to season it with. Put it in the oven, and you got Cheez-Its.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was making them with the other ones, and actually taking them out and putting the hole in it with the dowel, made them look just like white cheddar. Heck yeah. But there again, moderation. You can't keep doing it.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, moderation's always the key, and that's always been my problem, because my definition of enough and all is not. It's like when I was back when I fished. I haven't fished in years. The state's definition of enough and my definition of enough, they weren't the same. And so
that's the truth. I mean, Mike, I mean, we made pizzas, homemade pizza. Okay, ate it the whole thing.
Yeah,
get a pizza, pizza, order it out, boom, eat the whole thing. I can't do it no more. I mean, like I said, with the chicken and the meat. Today I made a pork loin. Okay, but I did it in the oven this time. But I did it with hot peppers and a little bit of barbecue on it. Made a nice little gravy for it, and I did the fritters and had that. I couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish it.
People will say, I've worked with people that's like, oh, let's go have pizza for lunch. And we get there and they'll order like a slice. And I'm like, what? I didn't come for a slice. I came for the pie.
Let's get the pie. It's too much. Well, I don't
moderation.
know. Yeah,
moderation is a fickle thing sometimes. Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on almost 4 hours, partner.
Yeah.
What
do you say we call it?
Sounds good to me. I appreciate everybody coming in.
I do too. This has been a blast. I love it.
Yeah, had a lot of.
Thank y'all very much.
New people coming through, and make sure.
Does anybody know of a live that we can send folks to right now? If you know of one, we'll tell them to crash it and tell them we sent you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know of one going on.
Sheena, thank you for hanging in there, kiddo. You were very much appreciated.
Yes, Sheena, you are.
Little fish in the kitchen.
I love you, Sheena. I really do.
In fact, I'm going to start. I got to take a pork butt out tomorrow and over the weekend. I think I'm going to make some more sausage.
Marcel says, I just got back. Well, I'm sorry.
You know how us old guys are.
Yeah, I'm old.
I haven't seen. I think the other night I seen her, but Granny Charlotte. I haven't seen Charlotte on.
I haven't either. I got to see if because YouTube will knock off the notifications on it, so I got to check and see if they've done.
Yeah, I got. They hammered me with that. I mean, it's a joke. I mean, but what are you gonna do? It's part of what you got to. What you got to do to hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Mike, what's up? What's up and coming for you? Anything special? Or?
Let's see. I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna do a crustless pizza. A pizza bowl.
Okay, cool.
Got some Italian sausage I'm gonna put in it, and pepperoni. Do it upright. And let's see what else. Oh, I might do a poor man's Cuban or a redneck Cuban sandwich, where I'm gonna take a ham steak and cook it, and then slice it up and put it on there and make a sandwich with pimento cheese on it.
Okay.
And some pickles, and they can call it a redneck Cuban sandwich.
Oh, that sounds good. I got one. I did the ribs I put up that I did, and then I got Friday coming up, getting ready for football. So I did. I took there again wings. Today I was in the store again for a 5-pound bag of wings was $39. It came down a little bit. Right?
Dang,
I still ain't paying that. So what I did was I did a video and I made chicken wings out of thighs, and I got a couple couple little ditties in there, with, referring to football and stuff like that. So actually they come out really good, Wayne. Really good taste. Mike, if you haven't tried it yet, try the GU's barbecue sauce.
I have. I like it. Their hickory, especially. I like their hickory.
I just got the hickory in the other day. I had the original, but I just got the. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm dabbling a little bit with that now,
Right,
using
right,
it very
yeah.
little, and so yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm going to try different things. So, but, all right, man.
And have you tried the sugar-free Sweet Baby Ray's?
No, I haven't.
It's good. It's good.
Don't
It's
toy with me.
really good.
Don't
I'm
toy
not
with me.
toying. I promise you, it's
I'll
good.
have to go looking for that. That was my
Yeah.
go-to. That was my go-to,
Oh,
Sweet Baby Ray.
yeah, sugar. Yeah, same here.
I used to take Sweet Baby Ray and then put a little Tabasco in it, mix it up. But then I lost my taste for it.
I've done that. I didn't put Tabasco. I put Red Hot, Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah.
In it.
Now
And
I
it was really
use
good.
GU's, and I either use Daddy Dutch, the hot stuff I got from him, or I use the stuff from Uncle Steve, or Chef. I tell you what, that Chef, the habanero one, don't let it kid you, boy. I tell you what, they'll come sneak up behind you. It's good stuff.
Because the jalapenos, it's not bad.
Jalapeno is
It's
good,
not
but
bad.
I tell you what, the habanero will let you know who's boss.
Oh yeah.
Oh, today's Chef's wife's birthday. I mean, I meant to tell him that before I tell her. Happy
Oh
birthday.
man, I swear, I did remember that.
But if you do get a chance, watch my video that I put out today. You'll get a kick out of it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Like I said, catch up. I look at the list and I only goes a little bit on the list. I don't go all the way down. I do go all the way down and I work my way up.
I had
I
somebody
do the oldest. I try to do the oldest first.
I had somebody send me a text saying, "Why can't you be more serious on your?" That's not me. That's not me. I like to kid around, laugh, have a good time.
You want
Still do the
serious?
same
Go watch
stuff.
Alton Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Charlie.
I had to bring up Alton. Charlie.
Yeah. Oh
Charlie.
God, Charlie be coming up. Did you see his video? Also, he's got me and you on there on his phone.
Yes, I saw it.
It cracked me up.
And he said when I put the video out for shopping at Kroger for the reduced meats,
Yeah.
he said, "Can you come to Milwaukee and shop for me?" I told him, "Yeah, sure." I've been to Wisconsin, never been to Milwaukee.
I'm talking about it. In fact, I got to get a hold of him because I think he might wind up being another recipient of the bottle club.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Had the Patty Joe beer commercial.
And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a channel that I really like also, and that's Music Logic.
Oh yeah, he's got a good channel.
He knows what the heck he is doing in the kitchen.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
Marcel, it started out with the dude. He started talking about. He started out drawing on a piece of paper, blank piece of paper, and put Patty Joe beer on it. It could be any beer. There's no such thing as Patty Joe beer. But it started with Patrick and him going back and forth about that they're going to fire up and make a brewery. We're going to have their own brewery. So then we went back and forth with it, and then he sent out some koozies and stuff like that. But then he asked me if I would do a commercial for it. And I said, yeah. And then Patrick asked me to do a voiceover on his stuff that he was getting from the dude. So that's how that went. So I've been working. As a matter of fact, I got 3 or 4 of them, but 2 of them I'm afraid to put up. I might get thrown off of YouTube.
Speaking of Patty Joe, did you see the video he did with the spam?
Oh yeah. Well, you came to mind right off the bat. I said, "Oh, fuck, crying out loud."
I told him, I said, Patrick, mate, you're supposed to guard this thing, the spam, not eat it. I said, you're going to have to turn in your card for your membership card in Guardians of the Spam.
He did one with a cheeseburger. The cheese was falling all over the place.
Had to wear a towel.
Yeah, and I said to him, I said, "This is the cheesiest video I ever seen in my life.
Well,
Great guys.
I'm still, I think the absolute best scene in a video that I have ever seen on YouTube. He did it where he's standing there with you can tell he's got the camera on a tripod. And he says, "We're off to the store. So come on, we're gonna go buy this. We're gonna make a sandwich. Come on." And he walks away from the camera, and then he sticks his head back in and says, "Well, are you coming or not?"
I tell you, I almost wet my pants with that. Funny as hell. It was funny as hell. Hey, did you hear any more from the other place? From MB?
Not a word. Not a word.
What's going
I got the thing saying it'd be 5 to 7 days, which it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday I did it. Yeah, Sunday. And so it's been today's 3 days. So we'll see.
Dude hit 1,007 followers.
Man.
On it.
Well, I went to yours. I followed yours. I got to find dudes. Is it the same name for his?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll find it and I'll go to it and I'll follow his.
He's putting it up. He's knocking them dead. See, where I'm at here, I think what dude did was he put it on, but he put it for across the country. For some reason, I put my zip code in, and they're keeping me local. And I can't. It goes out. I got one on there that I on YouTube got 79 views. On Newsbreak, it's got 8,300. But in order to get any kind of thing from it, you got to get local where you put it in. So I goofed up on that, but it's all good. I mean, I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start posting more over on Rumble. See what happens over there.
I have to look into that. I have no idea what that is. They pay you too?
Yeah, it's another platform. They do, and I mean, and they do from the start. You don't have to wait, but it's
Okay.
So I've only got a couple of things in there. Whoa, we got a couple of private chats and I didn't see that. Oh, it was Jonesy telling me he was in the basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all right, partner.
Mm-hmm. All righty, brother.
I appreciate everybody in. Good night, Sheena. Good night,
Good night, everyone.
Who else? Good night,
I hope everybody has a yes, Nightbot. You did
North.
well. You did well, my young Padawan.
Peter North, thank you.
Yes, Peter North, thank you. Let's see who else is in here right now. Sheena and Marcel. It says we got 6 in here. So and we got Burpee Yoga Uncle in here. He's so he's an RV there yet. I love that name. I love that.
Cool.
Name.
That's cool as hell. So, well, Mike, I appreciate everything, and you know what? We're starting to pick up a little steam with other people trying it. So,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, I agree. I enjoyed it. I mean, there again, we're not the gurus on it; it's just that we did it.
Yep, we just know what works for us, and if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you adapt it to where it does.
Exactly. It's not rocket science, believe me. It's good, clean fun for everybody to come in there and everything. Barbecue Mike, take care, partner. I tell you what, he's a great guy. Really is.
Take care, Barbecue Mike. We got an inside man here at Kroger now.
Yes, sir.
He works at Kroger. He can give us all the lowdown on all the goodies with Kroger on where to find it. I like that.
All right. Okay, kid.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.